The following contains genuine undoctored statements from Joel Schumacher. However, Mr. Freeze may have been doctored.
Allow me to break the ice.
If there's anybody watching this
Cold freeze.
that, let's say, loved Batman Forever and went into Batman and Robin with great anticipation.
Freeze cold. Frozen ice. Cold.
If I disappointed them in any way,
Freeze winter. Ice cold cool. Ice frost winter ice. Freezing ice.
then I really want to apologize, because it wasn't my intention.
Freeze. 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 Freeze.
My intention was just to entertain them.
Chilling winter ice. Winter ice. Chill. Let's kick some ice.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Whatever other time of the day you've chosen to join us, we thank you for joining us here from the Batcave. I'm your host, as always, Red Thunder, Adam Gerard. And joining me in this roundtable review of all things DC, film and TV, I have the honey badger himself, Terry O'Neill.
Hey guys.
And the vigilante who's yet to earn his proper superhero nickname, Braden Ahern.
Hey guys, hang on.
Three of
I'm
there,
just like,
didn't
I think I should be insulted.
Yeah, he who is yet to be named.
You'll get there in the end, don't worry.
God.
All right, cool.
Yeah, by episode 10 we should have something.
Yeah, I would think
Yep.
so.
Braden the Beard Ahern? That could work.
Now, give it time. Let it come naturally. It'll happen. It'll happen. Eventually, he'll say
alright.
something stupid, and we'll be like, well, there it is.
Yep.
He's the human butthole.
We all start out as a butthole. There you go. Done.
So, yeah, how's the week been for everybody this week? It was a pretty big week for TV
Yeah.
and a pretty shit week for movies, but we'll get into that a bit later.
You know, there's
Yep.
part of me that wants to build to a crescendo with the crossover, but I know we have a format to run, and basically it's going to be a massive intro and then just at the end. It's Joel Schumacher. What have you done? What have you done?
Nothing good, ever.
He sold a lot of toys. So that's-
Oh, I'm certain he
Yeah,
sold a lot of merch.
Point, I think.
Yeah, well, every Poison Ivy action figure comes with Bane included.
Yeah, apparently.
Which it didn't, actually, if you went to buy them, but that's a different point. That's marketing, I guess, doesn't know. One hand doesn't know what the other's doing.
Uma Thurman lied to us.
Yeah, she did.
Horrible person. Horrible person.
Yeah. But we'll get into that. First off, I've got obviously some more fan feedback. We can't get enough of it. Once again, you'll never guess who I've got a response from. Take a punt, fellas.
CrossFit.
That's right, it's Mr.
I was going
CrossFit.
to say Stephen Amell because he listens to every episode.
He hasn't responded yet. He's Canadian. He's
He's waiting to get to a 10, I think, so that he can give us a big slap on the back of well done. That's my
right,
theory.
yeah.
But yes, it is from Mr. CrossFit. And he's got a reply to our question about the salmon ladder.
Yes.
Yes, he can, in fact, do a salmon ladder, but he has to do it kipping as opposed to just the standard way. However, which means that
What
he kind of
does
does
that
the
mean?
flick. Well, it means that he
He flicks himself up.
as opposed to like getting the bar up there, then dropping all the way down, then flicking it up, he needs to constantly flick each level. So it's
Flat-
kind of like a half one as opposed to a full one. Oh, there we go. Somebody's driven through Braden's house again.
Oh,
It's quicker than normal this time. This time they've parked in there by the sounds
they
of it.
have. Batman's hooked up. He's parked. He's done.
Whereas he does say other people though can do the full
Yeah.
extension pop up. So it is possible apparently to do CrossFit and a salmon ladder. So that was his response back for us. He has also
Fantastic.
sent us in a question.
Oh, good.
So
Lord.
obviously I'll ask that again now. We'll let it marinate,
Yep.
as has become the custom.
Marinate and ferment.
Exactly. And let it freeze, and then we'll defrost it a bit later on with our bat laser.
Shit.
Okay, his question is this, and it's based on a conversation we had last week.
Why
So I
would
think
you
he
do
just-
that to us?
I think he just wants a bit of a follow up.
Oh God.
Okay. Should comics or should comic book movies, or the I guess the conglomerates that make them,
Yes.
put a limit on the number of characters you can play? Tom Hardy has been Bane and somebody else and is about to be in the Suicide Squad. Chris Evans has been Human Torch, Captain America, and the guy from The Losers, which is the DC film we couldn't
That's
think of the
right.
name last week.
Yep.
And Ryan Reynolds is about to be has been both Hannibal King in Blade
Yeah.
He was Green Lantern, and he's about to be Deadpool. His question is, should there be a moratorium on the number of characters any one actor can play, or should we just let this go into insanity and eventually Ryan Reynolds can just play every single character there is?
Interesting.
So yeah, that's his question. So we'll come back to that a little later on. It's a good question, I think.
Well, it's actually a really good question considering I've got all this free space in my brain from watching that Joel Schumacher movie. So that's good.
Quite possibly. Well, have we got much else to crap on about, or should we just kick it straight in?
No, go on.
All right.
Go
Well,
on.
here we go.
Tonight, we are going to witness the most anticipated match for the heavyweight championship of the world.
My name is Oliver Queen. After 5 years in hell, I have come home with only one goal: to save my city. To the rest of Starling City, I am someone else. I am something else.
My name is Barry Allen, and I am the fastest man alive. A friend recently gave me the idea for a new name, and something tells me it's gonna catch on.
Are you ready? And are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, from the capital city of the United States of America, Washington, D.C., ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's finally here. Flash episode 8, Arrow vs. Flash, the first one of the crossover. I was very excited. So I'll give you a quick rundown. After a quick recap, we open with Barry talking about everyone having a case of the feels, referring largely to him and Iris. Then we shoot over to the bank. We get a glimpse of our villain for the episode, Prism, who seems to have the power to influence people's emotions by looking at them. In doing so, he turns everyone in the bank on each other while he empties the safe, narrowly beating out the Flash upon arrival. We then see Iris in bed with Eddie when she receives an update showing the Flash, and Eddie states he only believes in what he can see and feel, namely her. Aww.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does. We shoot over to the police department where, in the captain's office, Eddie is trying to convince Captain Singh that the Flash is a public menace and to start up a task force. He gets shut down via several Santa Claus references, only to come out to find that Barry has inadvertently tattled on Eddie to Iris, to which he is displeased. Cut to Star Labs, we have Cisco misquoting Star Wars horrendously, and the crew then work out that the metahuman in question triggers the executive brain function to increase anger in people. Barry rushes off to see Iris Iris is the Flash for a rendezvous. Barry is called away as money has been traced to a warehouse where the meta-human is hiding out, but not before letting Iris know that she is the only girl he speaks to. After a brief fight and slow-mo scene where Barry saves 2 police officers and Joe West from a corrupted police officer, we get that moment we've all been waiting for, the glorious 10-minute and 30-second mark. My man Oliver Queen shoots a cable arrow to the corrupted cop, pinning him to the ground and complimenting Barry on his mask. Later at an abandoned barn, Flash meets up with Diggle and Felicity. Oliver rocks up a little bit later. It is revealed that the Arrow crew are in Central City to work on the Boomerang case. Felicity says the fastest way to find the Boomerang is to seek Star Labs on him. Barry gives her a lift to Star Labs, setting her shirt on fire. Felicity gives the Boomerang sample to Cisco and is a little bit too excited by this. Barry is pulled into the principal's office by Wells and West, and they cite they have concern that Arrow is in Central City as he has a body count to his name. Barry defends Arrow, stating that he's a hero and doesn't kill anymore. Wells and West disagree. West then firmly asks Barry to tell Arrow to leave his city tonight. Arrow goes to the storage locker looking for the real name of Prism, which is revealed to be Roy Bigelow. And at the cafe, in a later scene, that Oliver is on Iris's free list. What a tart. And Felicity then convinces Oliver to team up with Barry. Back at the barn, Oliver cites Barry for being late, as he always is, and says he needs to train as he consistently runs blind into situations to prove his point. He sets Barry up to take 2 arrows to the back. Over at Star Labs, Caitlin and Felicity are talking about how they may be able to reverse the effects done by Bivolo by using light and colour, but are interrupted by Wells. Wells asks for Felicity's attention for a little while and hounds her to reveal Arrow's secret identity, but she stands firm and says that it is not her secret to tell. He responds by saying it doesn't matter, he will find out anyway. They locate Prism. The Flash team locate Prism. Barry rushes to confront him, saying he doesn't need Arrow's help. After a brief fight, Barry gets whammied. Back at Star Labs, Barry is describing what happened. Caitlin says to slow down, and Barry responds quite harshly, which is very weird for Barry. Back at the barn, Oliver tells Barry it was stupid to go without him, reminding him that he has been doing this for 8 years and is still alive. Barry responds once again out of character, saying that Oliver is jealous of his abilities. Once again at the police department, Barry repeats the same attitude in a derivative way towards the captain and Joe. Barry spots Eddie and Iris leaving and pretty much snaps. Over at Star Labs, a quick back and forth reveals that Harrison Wells knows that Oliver Queen is the Arrow, and that Barry is not right in the head and they'll need his help. Eddie and Iris are driving and having an argument when Eddie is ripped suddenly out of the car by Flash. Flash proceeds to beat on Eddie, unleashing pent-up rage against the guy who seems to have taken his girl. Arrow arrives in time to restrain Barry, but fails as Barry takes Oliver for a run. The fight breaks out between Oliver's modified arrows and Barry's speedster abilities. Oliver gets the slightest of upper hands, holding Barry long enough for Wells and West to arrive in a timely manner in a van with some high-tech lighting gear, which seems to nullify Prism's effects. The meta is locked away in the pipeline, with Caitlin calling him Rainbow Raider, and Cisco reminding her that she does not get to make up the names. Thank God. Oliver is then speaking to Team Flash, saying, in a long-winded way, please keep my identity to yourselves. Wells shakes Oliver's hand, saying they knew his father, and how he would be very proud of him of the man he has become today. Felicity asks Caitlin to run a DNA test on one of the arrows that killed Sarah, and Caitlin agrees, and says she will. At Jizz Cafe, everyone says their goodbyes, and Oliver breaks the news to Barry that guys like them don't get the girl. And then a cameo from the girl from Season 2 of Arrow rocks up, out of nowhere, which is the girl who was carrying
Oliver's child.
They have a brief back and forth. You didn't call, blah, blah, blah.
You don't call, you don't write.
You don't call, you don't write. You move to a different city. And then that girl calls said child to say that she's picking up a hot chocolate for him, which is quite nice.
She's a good mum.
She seems like a good mum.
Obviously.
Back at the Jitters Cafe. Oh, no, sorry. Jitters Cafe rooftop.
Still at the Jitters Cafe.
It's always at the Jitters Cafe. It's the place where the hip kids go, man. The rooftop, Flash tries to apologise to Iris, but she has nothing to say to him. Just stay away. Our closing scene is Caitlin reminiscing over the fiancé Robbie, whom she thinks died in the accident. But little does she know, he is seen alive under a bridge, about to be mugged, but he has turned into a meta-human himself.
And explodes in a flame.
He does.
No less.
That was very long-winded. I am very sorry, but I was just way too excited about this episode. I've been looking forward to it for a little bit. Just a little bit.
All right, well, let's talk about it.
Yeah,
what,
go nuts.
what do you guys got to say?
I'm going to re-moisten my throat because it's very dry right now. So it's
Jizz-tastic.
There you go.
There it is.
There it is. It's phenomenal. I just can't anymore. I can't even. I'm a teenage girl. I can't even.
Yeah, to me, this was a very good episode. I liked it. It felt like what a comic book matchup's meant to do.
Yeah.
However, the second part to me was a better episode. Yep. Nothing against this.
Oh no,
it was a better episode. But I will say this: I liked there were certain things I picked up in this episode that were very clever. First of all, Barry gets taken over by red, which is the color of anger in the Green Lantern Corps as well.
Yes.
And then he's deactivated by showing him the passive or the friendly colors of the Green Lantern Corps.
Yes.
Which, for considering a show where they keep talking about how they don't want the Green Lantern in it, the show are dropping a lot of hints that the Green Lantern exists in that world.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact that Rainbow Raider is his name.
Yeah.
And they use the fact that that's a shit name to just be like, you don't get to name a woman.
Yeah, Prism. That's how it is.
I like the fact that to me Firestorm seems quite confused and angry
Yeah.
at this point, which
As he
makes
would.
sense because even though it hasn't been shown on screen, he's got a dude in his head.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You know, that is going to make you confused enough when you've got that going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was to me this felt like a nice episode. It was a very nice guest appearance. The thing I'm taking away from this particularly as we head into next week's episodes of Arrow as well with Raz or Raish or however they want to fucking pronounce it on this show. Raish is the correct way.
We pronounce
as
it
we've
correctly.
discussed before. Raish. Ollie is really starting to feel like Batman.
Yeah.
Like hardcore, like that part with the whole like I hear you heal fast so I can shoot in the back with some arrows.
Yeah.
That's Batman. I also really like the fact that Ollie called Barry out and his shit. He's like, it's not a game.
Yeah.
And you know the whole you're running in there blind. You've got time to do reconnaissance and you don't because you think it's a game. You think it's fun. It's not.
Yeah.
This
Giving
is
all your enemies nicknames.
yeah, like this is high stakes. And then I like the fact that Barry's like, we've got to get a metahuman. And he's like, I'm not. Arrow's like, I'm not calling him that. And then like at the end of the show, he's like, well, I guess we better go get your metahuman. I'm like, I like that because it shows that Arrow is accepting what's happened. Diggle was the funniest part of this episode. Diggle in this was what Cisco was in Arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole bit with the fries where he's just throwing them in the air.
Yeah, I think I posted the panel
interview,
discussion. Yeah, where apparently the director's just like, bigger, go bigger. So
But yeah, that was amazing. And I love Diggle's reaction as well. Of like that doesn't. Two things I took away from this episode. One, Ollie has seen some shit before he became a hero because he's just like, yeah, the guy can move fast.
Yeah.
Which even when you compare to Mirakuri, that's a hell of a lot more impressive than Mirakuri.
Yeah.
The dude just literally appears and disappears. You would be like, what the fuck? But so I really like the fact that Ollie's like that. But I love the fact Diggle's just like, why is nobody else freaked out by this? Why am I the only human who's freaked out by the fact this dude just disappears and reappears?
Felicity seems to get off on it a little bit as well.
Well, Felicity's got a type, and I think those are called heroes.
This is true. But I mean, yeah, I'd have to agree on a lot of your points.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I think this, like, with both of these episodes, this definitely felt like a Flash episode, and Arrow felt like an Arrow episode.
Yeah, definitely.
Like they were two very different shows, I guess, for like they normally are anyway. You know, Flash is a lot more, I guess, lighthearted and comedic, and Arrow is a lot more dark. Like watching this, I actually was laughing quite often. I loved that they mentioned Batman. I was like, yes.
When?
Did you not pick up on that?
I believe it's that man.
Yeah, you're
Batman.
mishearing a line that he said very, very quickly. Are you talking about Harrison Wells?
Yeah.
No, he didn't
Yeah.
say Batman. He
It's
said
that
that
man.
man, but he says it in such a way that it sounds like Batman. He says
Oh,
that
seriously?
man.
I seriously thought he said Batman.
No,
No,
that man. He's talking about Arrow, but
I-
that man.
I-
that
I-
man is.
Yeah.
Because I jizzed so hard at that moment.
Yeah, no, it's not Batman.
Because
a
the
lot of
thing is,
people
it
did.
sounded like Batman, and the line that followed it actually fit the Batman cliche so well. Because
Didn't you say something about Gotham City as well?
no,
No.
because I have a deal with a mate. Every time one of these comes out, I actually have to have this mate up at my house. He lives at Gaul, which has no internet. So
He lives in Gaul.
Gaul.
Ancient France.
yeah, Gaul, France. That's right. No, so he comes up and we sit down, we watch this, and then we like rehash it a couple of times. And he actually picked up on the Batman. He goes, "Oh my god, Batman!" I'm like, "No." He goes, "Oh, it was that man."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh, damn."
I think he pronounced it that way on purpose, but
It'd have to be.
It's I think it's also the slight homage that Arrow is becoming
Yeah,
a very Batman-like character.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. You can't have. I mean, Arrow's becoming a very solid character.
Yeah.
Like I said, quite a few episodes ago. First series didn't really. Well, first couple of episodes of the first series didn't really speak to me at all because I just saw Oliver as a massive douchebag.
Yeah.
But now he's developed in such a way and such a natural progression. There wasn't this sudden jump into this massive hero.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can make those associations with Batman and Arrow and the Dark Broody and all that.
Well,
sort
they're
of
also showing the difference between the two characters with the fact that Flash is very jokey and lighthearted, and then suddenly Oliver's torturing a guy to get information, and the information doesn't even mean jack shit in the end anyway. It's a setup.
Yeah.
You know, that I think that's the part of the world where what makes it so, like, you see these shows separated for so long,
Yeah.
and you kind of get desensitized to the fact that one's very light, one's very dark, but then you see them in the world together, and you are kind of like, whoa, because I was watching Ollie do the torturing, and it's not that far out of kilter of what we've seen in Arrow season 1 and 2, but watching it in that context, it is like,
As a Flash,
whoa,
it's like-
shit, that's...
Yeah.
Well, even I think it was Caitlin and Cisco at the end of the Arrow episode put it pretty perfectly. Like,
We've been treating this like a game.
Have
yeah,
we done
they've
the
been treating it
synopsis
like
for
a game
Arrow yet?
because
Not yet.
everything is so unreal. You know, they've got these metahumans, they've got all the powers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Whereas Arrow's world is very real. It's
Very gritty, very
extreme
dark.
people that need
People
to be dealt
die
with
in
extremely.
Arrow. Nobody's died in the Flash yet, and I think that's the fundamental
Oh,
difference.
Gerda
is
has, but it's like, that's a little bit sad.
Who?
Gerda died.
I mean, and anybody.
I'm talking about people that count towards like the Flash isn't gonna like Caitlin, the Flash, Cisco aren't gonna be like Gerda died. We need to change ourselves. I'm talking like nobody's
Yeah.
died. Whereas Kate, like you look at the Flash, you look at Arrow, Sarah's died,
Shadow,
Nora's
Sarah.
died.
Yalfei.
Yeah, all these characters have died that have had an emotional resonance on
yeah.
Arrow, and that's
Yeah.
why Arrow is losing. Like he said, I can't remember which episode it is, but he talks. I think it's this the Flash when he talks about how
That's
every
the
time he
Arrow.
does something, I'm selling a piece of my soul.
Yeah, the Brave and the Bold. Yeah, that's that part.
And that is a vital part of that because Flash hasn't had to do that. He woke up from a coma. Like the amazing part is when you look at it is Oliver Queen was forced to become what he is because he lost his father and shipwrecked on that island.
Yeah.
And then all the other pain and suffering that's come along has just made him more and more fucked up.
Yeah.
Barry already did his loss as a kid.
Yeah.
And in some ways, as much as he can't let it go, he's had to come to terms with it.
Yeah.
And then he woke up with these powers, so he's not as damaged, so he can have that lighter side to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just it. I mean, for me, what really spoke well about this episode was the writers and the way they knitted the personality traits between Barry and Oliver, because I picked up on pretty much three distinct ones. There's the scene at the end of the episode where Oliver breaks news to Barry, I'm sorry, you can always talk to me, but guys like us don't get the girl, let that go.
Yeah.
And then there was the scene at the rundown barn where second session of training, there was still, even though Barry was sort of affected by Prism, there was still that sort of a little bit of competitiveness mentor-student. And then when they're in uniform, they're all about the business, but Barry will always be that slightly Joker side, which is joking.
Well,
around side.
Arrow in particular is once the hood goes on.
Yeah,
the
it's
fun,
game. It's game
game
on.
time. So
It's game on.
Yeah.
I like, as you brought up there, I like the fact Stephen Amell in this episode, you don't really see it as much on Arrow because he stays just as the Arrow even when his mask is off.
Yeah.
But in this episode, Oliver Queen is a mask.
Yeah.
And you saw that like where he's joking around and smile. Like seeing Stephen Amell smile
Yeah.
is really off-putting because you're not used to seeing it. So when he's in the coffee shop and like Iris is coming over and he's all like, "Hi, I'm Oliver
I'm
Queen." It's like that's
His voice comes up. It's actually Stephen Amell coming up.
yeah.
So yeah, he's Stephen Amell playing Oliver Queen playing Stephen Amell.
Yeah.
Well, Stephen Amell playing Oliver Queen being Canadian.
Yeah, it's the connect. Yeah, it's the Maple Leaf Arrow. There you go. That's what we have. that's. But I mean, it's the best episode so far.
Oh yeah.
I'd even put it up there with like some of my favorite episodes of Gotham thus far. It was enough grit. It was enough fun where it just felt a good hearty 9 out of 10 for me.
It was a lot of fun.
It was.
I felt like both of these episodes didn't really have or play a big part in the story of the whole series as a whole. Like they've just gone, this is for the fans.
Yeah.
We're just going. This is
It was a fan
just
crossover.
like a promo. We're going to use this to promote each show, and they did a bloody good job of it.
Oh yeah, well they both
thoroughly
got the
enjoyed
biggest
it.
ratings. They've both the biggest rating shows on CW were those episodes. So they've done the job, and I think that what we've got to look forward from this now is they've said that's it for this season.
Yeah.
Next season there'll be a hell of a lot more than one crossover.
See
I reckon the next season they'll actually almost blend the shows together the way they did Buffy and Angel, where it was kind of every 2 episodes something spilled from one into the other.
Yeah, there's a couple of things from this episode that I'd like to see in further episodes. It's mainly 2 things. The use of music in this episode I found particularly strong. They used it hugely more to set the mood. There was about 5 or 6 different sort of short compositions to really set the mood. And it was a really nice ending to see someone other than Harrison Wells doing something shady. I like the
I love that Ollie picked up on that. He's like, there's something off about that guy.
Yeah, I like that. That was a very businessy thing between Oliver and Harrison, wasn't it? But I mean, I like seeing Caitlin, and like I'd like to see one with Cisco, and like just touching on different backgrounds of different characters. I loved seeing Caitlin like sitting there reminiscing about Robbie, and then we cut to Robbie.
Yeah,
but obviously that's because Robbie's coming.
I think there's 2 things in that. One is there's a reason Wells is always in that last scene.
Yeah,
it's the fact that we don't know what it is yet.
He's
obviously,
dodgy. Yeah,
but
we all know he's
there's a
dodgy.
reason that last scene always exists with Wells for some reason. The other thing I want to ask, because I saw this on the internet. A lot of people had hate towards it. A lot of people turned on Wells really hard. A lot of people that were on the fence turned on him the minute he was the one that was like, yeah, get Oliver Queen on the phone and whatever else, and just dropped his identity to all these other people.
Yeah.
What are your guys' take on that? I mean, the way I look at it is twofold. One, yes, he did that, but two, he's also in a room with Cisco, Caitlin, and
Felicity.
and Black Lance.
Yeah.
Well, Felicity already knows, and Barry already knows. I'm doing that. Those are the three people that don't know the identity, and he trusts all three of those.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean,
So to me, it's like, well, as much as Wells is a prick, he's still kind of being like, well, I went into my room and I know who he is. So
well, for me, I mean, you're in Harrison's house.
Yeah.
You are in Harrison's house, and Harrison gave Felicity full warning, I'm going to find out who it is.
yeah,
And Harrison made it very clear that he cares about Team Flash.
yeah,
You know, he doesn't want any unknown variables. He doesn't like toxicity. Everyone just put it out on the table.
Yep.
Easy. Done. So for me, that was, even though a douchebag move, if you're in his house,
yeah,
guess what? You're playing by his rules. It's just that simple.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
fair enough. As I say, I didn't have a problem with that. I was just like,
no.
hey, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, he mentioned it.
The part that I called shenanigans on, or that I call bullshit and shenanigans on, is I knew your father. No, you didn't.
Yeah, I call bullshit on that, unless
You didn't.
unless he's older than he leads on.
He didn't know his father. What he did, that was his way of doing the whole, like, I'm not a bad guy, I knew your dad. He'd be so proud of you.
Yeah.
And all that. I smelt bullshit, and I'm like, you didn't know his dad. You went in your computer, and you're like, who is the Arrow? Oliver Queen. Hey, that's that rich dude whose dad died, so we'll never have to answer this question. You don't want to blow my fucking mind. Sorry to go Arrow for a second here, but just blow my mind what if his dad isn't dead but was in a Lazarus pit? Anyway, sorry to do that. Now, well, that's the Flash for this week.
Yeah.
Arrow. What do we got, Bray?
All right, so my synopsis is far more brief.
Sorry, yeah,
'Cause I was
it was
completely
porn for
unprepared.
me. No, it was porn for me. I watched it about 3 or 4 times, so
Yeah, it was.
it's hard to follow
It was
up.
definitely porn. So I'll just kick it off then. So Oliver and Roy track down the home of Digger Harkness, aka Captain Boomerang. Or what was it? Boomerang?
Kaboom
Or
Boomerang.
Kaboom Boomerang.
Kaboom. I thought it was Kaboomerang.
No, it's Kaboom
Maybe.
Boomerang.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was Kaboom Boomerang.
Kaboomerang would have been a good name.
So they track him down. They find his house, which is all rigged, but they only find Argus operatives looking for the same man. Caitlin Snow and Cisco Ramon arrive in Starling City to help Felicity analyze DNA from the arrow that killed Sarah. Digger attempts to kill Lila. Roy and Oliver arrive to stop him, but need assistance from Barry Allen, who used his super speed to stop a couple of boomerangs from killing Oliver. Later, Lila reveals Digger was part of a suicide squad, and Oliver agrees to allow Barry to assist in the investigation. Oliver's interrogation lead Barry to question how emotionally stable Oliver is. The team track Digger's location, but it turns out to be only a ruse that allows Digger to trace it to their hideout, where he wounds Lila before being forced to run away. In order to escape, Digger plants 5 bombs around the city, while Oliver captures Digger. Barry uses the rest of the team to defuse the bombs at the same time. That's pretty well the end of that episode.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, we obviously see the two of them get together to have a fight it out, see who wins. We don't see that.
The Rocky 2 moment.
Yeah, that's
hard Rocky 2 moment.
That's a massive Rocky 2 moment, and I like it when they put stuff like that, like
Yeah.
homage onto like completely different genre.
I also like the fact we
Yeah.
don't see the end.
Yeah.
Like they said, it's just for us.
I've spoken to a few people and they're like, I wanted to know who wins. And I'm like, nah, that's the way it's supposed to be. That's great. They did it perfect.
And plus, the answer is neither. I'm willing to bet that probably if Barry gets close enough to hit
Yeah,
Ollie,
Yeah.
Ollie will hit him back and you'll just get a...
I love the comments that they make between them though. Like, Barry goes, when I'm fighting you, it's like you're literally standing still.
I get it. I get it, Barry. You're fast. Yeah, I get it. You're fast.
This is great.
It's good fun.
No, like I said, I preferred this episode. I don't know, maybe I just prefer the Arrow world to the Flash world.
Yeah,
But I
think
preferred
I'd
this
agree.
episode to the first one. Not that they were bad. I like the fact they tied them all together. I loved Cisco in this universe. Cisco is the biggest fanboy in this universe. Like, when they're strapping up and he's like, awesome. Oh, yes. You're just like...
It'd be like us
Jesus.
at Comic-Con seeing them on a panel. We're like, oh my god!
But it's just so true of he is a comic book fan just trapped in a world where these people exist because...
Yeah.
he got gushing over the Flash doing it the first time. To him now, it's just like I see him in his costume every day. To be like, holy shit, there's two more.
He's just jizzing over his arrows.
He's picking up arrows and touching shit, and Ollie's just like, don't touch.
Don't touch that.
Stop touch that.
Don't touch that.
Yeah.
I'll go back to the Flash one for a second there, but I love how he's we go to that part with the boomerangs flying around Star Labs, and he's like running around with
That's
his
my
hands in the
bad.
air.
That's my bad.
Yeah, just go back to that. I love in Flash as well when they turn up with the boomerang and Ollie gives it to
Felicity.
No, first of all he gives it to Barry. Barry's like awesome, and then it turns up at Star Labs and Barry gives it to Cisco, and Cisco's like awesome.
It's like I want to run tests, and I want to run tests now.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah.
The one thing I did take away from that though that made me laugh was that you know how Felicity mentions it's got some fucking oxide shit,
Yeah.
rust.
Yeah.
The boomerang has rust in it. Apparently, Central City has the highest level of rust.
Yeah. Iron oxide. Yeah.
Rust.
Yeah.
What?
Iron oxide. Rust.
Iron oxide is rust. That
That's
was what Felicity's big lead was. Rust. But anyway, diverging from that, yeah.
Actually,
listen.
I picked up a point in the Flash episode. I'm sorry to go back to it again. The alleyway fight scene, right?
Yeah.
Where the final blow, like you see Ollie grab Flash's hand and the whole, oh my god, it's a draw. If you look in the background, I swear that's the Seattle space point or
The Needle.
The Needle, yeah.
Have a look. You could
we-
be right.
So I'm thinking maybe it's based in Seattle, like Central City is a mix of Seattle and San Francisco, because we know we got the Bay shot when he ran out of plastique, but then again, there's the Space Needle or the Needle. So so
we'll do some research during this week and we'll see what we can
we can
suss out with it.
rustle up, yeah, because I think Arrow is filmed in Canada.
Is it?
Well, surely most of them are Canadian, aren't they? Surely.
So, hey,
I don't know. I'll do some
Actually,
research.
I'd like to find out.
I'll do some research before the next episode and find out where everything's filmed and
Yeah, because I know Gotham is filmed in New York, but made to look like New Jersey.
yeah.
So it'd be
Also
interesting.
made somehow to look like 1930, 1980, and 2000 all at the same time.
Yeah, I think
in
it's
a
about
way
92.
that Joel Schumacher can't.
Yeah, that's use of proper CGI and subtle effects. But that's my
I
beef
don't
for
understand
later.
what subtlety is.
That's yeah.
But yeah,
But-
no. Back to what we're actually talking about here. The good stuff for the week. The brave and the bold, as it were. This episode was. I think partially what helped this episode was Boomerang's a much stronger villain
Oh yeah.
than Prison. So you have that going for you. You also have the fact that in the Flash's world, we're used to seeing bizarre shit.
Yeah.
It's not out of the ordinary, but in this world, even though Boomerang isn't out of the ordinary, he's not like...
He's not normal.
Yeah, he's not, I was trained to shoot an arrow and fight with the sword, which all the other villains are.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. One disappointing thing I did find in this episode, Roy needs to man up a little bit. Okay? That's cool that he's about 20, 21. I get that. But I have a serious issue. Hold on to your freaking weapon. Okay? Now, he drops the bow about 3 times in this episode. And then all of a sudden...
One of them, though, in fairness, is Boomerang knocks it
Yeah,
out of his
yeah.
hand, and he does knock Ollie's out, which I think is meant to show that Roy is nowhere near as experienced as Ollie.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, come on, man, just
There
firm
were
grip.
There
firm
were
grip.
two Roy moments that made me laugh in this week. So that was, first of all, he pulls his arrow, starts walking up towards his house, and then Ollie's like, yeah, I'm looking in the back, it's filled with bombs and whatever else. So he just starts fucking tiptoeing backwards, and it's like, nah, nice work, Roy, really covering your faces there. And then secondly, he's at the foundry, not the foundry, at the Vat Verdant,
Yeah,
drinking
yeah.
with Cisco and Caitlin.
Yep.
Right, hilarious. But then bloody Thea turns up. She's all like, "Oh, what are you doing?" He's like, "I'm just sitting here drinking. Thanks for giving me the night off." Like, way to spend your fucking night off anywhere else, dickhead.
Well, the layer is just below.
So
And the thing is, what was the other... He didn't have a lot of lines, but he did say, if we've got the wrong house, we've got some major explaining to do as well.
yeah, well, after it blew up, yeah.
yeah. It's like, oh, damn
So, yeah.
it. But I mean, it's a damn solid episode, and there was bits and
I
pieces
loved
everywhere.
the other thing I loved in this episode that was so fucking Barry was Barry just gives away his identity to Lila because he's like,
Sushi?
she didn't know. Yes, and that's what I mean. Barry Allen's always eating. I brought that up last week.
You
His
know-
jokes are always food based, and there it was.
Do you know-
sushi?
Do you know what? I think he's like an anime character out of Dragon Ball Z.
Well, it's also the fact
hero-
that he needs to eat constantly.
Yeah,
'cause
he's always
burning
eating.
off.
The hero in the Japanese anime, always eating.
Well, he does have to eat. They
Yeah.
talk about that in the thing.
So that's just it. He
But
is
I
an
did
anime
like, and I
character.
did like the fact he's like, they're married. I thought he would have told him, and Diggle's like, it's my job to keep secrets.
I keep secrets for a living man.
yeah. Diggle.
Diggle. No, it's one of those. It had nothing to do with anything. It was just for the fans.
It was just great.
But yeah, this was like I don't know what anything we say about this cannot be good enough to just watch them.
Yeah.
If you watch nothing else, Flash and Arrow, watch these 2 episodes. They are phenomenal.
Watch them back to back if you can as well.
Yeah, especially.
Just popcorn. Watch. That's it.
Somebody actually posted a review on Stephen Amell's Facebook page, which he actually replied to.
No shit.
And I read the review, and he was saying how terrible these episodes were. And he starts off going that Captain Boomerang, he goes, I find it so unbelievable that a guy with boomerangs can go into a government agency and start killing people with boomerangs and whatnot. I'm thinking, you're watching fucking Arrow. There's a guy who walks around with a bow and arrow doing the exact same thing.
You're watching an episode where a dude who can run faster than the blink of an eye because he got hit by lightning.
Yeah.
See, this is something, I don't think I brought this up in the podcast. I heard this once on a train.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna set the scene. We're going back, it's maybe 6 months after the release of Superman Returns, the fantastically amazing Brendan Roth film, Superman Returns.
I enjoyed it.
Now I'm sitting on a train. I'm just hanging there, chilling out. I tend to listen to people on the train because I use it for writing. You can normally find hilarious things or different ways people speak and things like that.
Yeah,
it's useful. So I'm sitting on this train, and I heard the best conversation I've ever heard 2 people have. It was these 2 middle-aged women, and this was the conversation. I'll repeat it for you. So me and Stan went to the movies the other week. What did you see, Beryl? We saw that new Superman film. What was it like, Beryl? It was good, but there was this bit, he caught a plane and that was great, and he was flying and that was great, but there was a bit where he stopped a bullet with his eyeball, and all I could think was, this isn't believable. And I'm just sitting on this train, I'm looking around the compartment like, am I the only person hearing these 2 talk?
Yeah.
But that's the point. That's what I love about these people. It's like, well, he can fly, he's bulletproof and catch planes, all that. He got shot in the eye. Turn the TV off, Marge.
My God.
Yeah.
But he's Stephen Amell's response to this review.
Was it gold?
One word, and he just wrote aggressive. It was like, you're so Canadian.
Oh, God.
I've got a lot of respect for Steve Mamoa. I think he's, as I said, I have more respect for him than I do for is Grant Gustin, isn't it?
Grant. Yeah, Grant Gustin.
Yeah.
The only reason for that is because Stephen Amell, like I said, he's learnt to fire a bow. I get the feeling if something's in a script, like if they said to him, we need you to speak Russian next season, he would fuck off in the season break and come back fluent in Russian and be like, what do you want me to say? Don't worry about getting anybody else to need to write the script. Just tell me it in English and I'll just translate it here on the spot.
Yeah, that's just it.
That's what he's like. Whereas Grant Gustin is like, do they wear gloves to do crime scenes? I just don't know.
See, I think when you say something like that, in regards to Grant Gustin screwing the pooch on props, there is a large onus of responsibility on the prop master on that one.
There might be, but it's also, come on, if you're playing a character...
So, also, if you look at the age difference between Stephen Amell and Grant Gustin, I dare say Stephen has worked his craft a little bit more.
I don't know, because Grant Gustin's been doing it since he was a child. Like, we're talking about a guy who was on Glee, who did national Broadway stints. Like, that's not shitty acting. That's hard quality in the trenches, killing yourself acting.
Yeah,
and to do that, you have to learn to become a character. You still have to have the fundamental basics of how to become a character.
But at the same time, there is something that comes with age.
I agree with that.
But
come on. Like I said, who doesn't?
Yeah, it's true. I can't excuse it, but at the same time, there is a level of maturity as well behind that.
I agree, but there's also a level. To me, it shows a level of I don't mean this in an offensive way.
Yeah,
one of them took a role for a paycheck.
Yep.
And he's still doing it for a paycheck. One of them took the role because it had a great paycheck and decided if he was going to be cast as a superhero, he was going to fucking learn as much as he could to become that superhero.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's the fundamental difference to me. And you can talk about age and shit all you want, but let's look at Roy. He's learned how to shoot a bow.
Yep.
He might be on wires, but it's pretty clear he's doing a lot of his own stunts.
Yeah.
With the flippy doos and all that sort of shit. That guy is dedicating himself once again to his craft. In the same way that Flash's body type is obviously thinner. I've got no issue with the fact Grant Gustin isn't hitting the gym to bulk himself up. These other 2 clearly are. They're hitting the gym to stay in that superhero shape. To me, there's a big fundamental difference in commitment. And when it comes down to something as simple as, I'm not I'm not even bothered enough to think my scene through a head enough to go, I should be wearing 2 fucking gloves. There's a problem.
That was the interesting part. I think they've actually removed the CSI aspect of Grant Gustin's character, Barry Allen, because he rocked up to the crime scene. They didn't even let him put the briefcase down. He said, no, you go straight to Star Labs.
Yeah.
You have fucked up enough, sir. So I think maybe they might be sort of backing that off. Maybe they're getting complaints.
It's just, that, as I say, that to me, it's just, you just look at that, you're like, come on, if I get cast in a TV show or movie,
yeah,
that is my job.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I'll play devil's advocate. If I get a job at Hungry Jack's,
yeah,
right, and I'm supposed to cook fucking fries,
yeah, you learn how to cook fries.
Learn how to cook fries.
Yeah.
Now I'm not expecting him to learn how to run at Sonic speed because that's impossible. But I'm sitting here in a room currently looking at least 24 books on CSI and how to CSI and things like that.
Yeah.
I have not read all of them. I've read sections of each, and you know what? I know to wear 2 fucking gloves just from reading like the fucking intro to some of these books.
See, I know that from watching CSI.
So that's what I'm getting at is to me it's just disappointing, and I want more because to me this is a big commitment.
Yeah.
You're signed onto a show that you should want to be on for 10 years at least.
Yeah, I mean, you can't exactly sign on to this sort of show, do like, say, 12 eps, go, nah, I'm good.
It's not like Doctor Who where you can regenerate him into somebody else.
Unless the crisis, like, happens.
Unless you get Wally.
Yeah, unless we get Wally or Jay Garrett, which I wouldn't be object to.
No, but still, it's to me,
want
it's
Barry
just
Allen because he's the one who's known.
Yeah,
the Scarlet,
and it's just
Scarlet Speedster.
I'm just hoping that come next season he's going to use his summer break to really just hone up and come back better because he's what I mean this once again. I'm not trying to be offensive to the Flash. Great show. But Barry Allen, not the Flash. Barry Allen is the weakest point of the show.
Absolutely. Yep.
And that is a serious fucking problem.
That is
because
problem.
Oliver Queen is not the weakest point of Arrow.
No, I don't think there's a lot. There is no weak.
Thea is the weakest point of Arrow.
There's not a lot going for Thea in this season. I don't mind Thea as a character.
I'll take that back then. The DJ is the weakest point.
The DJ. There you go. The DJ.
Just because we kiss don't mean anything.
Yeah, fucking around.
Yeah.
Something just ran past me in a blur.
Oh my god. Actually, that was quite interesting in the Flash episode. They paid an homage to Smallville, and then they did the Streak and the Flash. Because in Smallville, wasn't he called the Blur? Or the Blue?
He was called the Blur,
yeah. So they paid homage to the Smallville, and then they gave him the two names he's had this season. So it's little things like that.
I actually...
the writers are actually starting to pick up pace towards Arrow stuff as well.
I watched Superman, the movie. Superman, the movie this week. I love that that's called
Superman. It's up there with Circus.
The Circus. It's up there with It Is.
It Is.
But yeah, I watched Superman this week. And funnily enough, that interchange that you brought up between Iris and the Flash,
yes,
where you said it was very Lois and Clark.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to know something funny that I noticed? There's a line in the Flash where she's like, "What's your real name?" Or "Do you have a real name?" And he's like, "What, Ralph or something?"
Yeah.
In Superman, that thing happens where he's I think in the Flash she calls him Ralph.
Yeah.
And he's like, in Superman, what happens is Lois is like, well, like, what do people call you? Don't you have a name? And he's like, what, like Ralph?
Beautiful.
So that was actually an homage to Superman the movie.
Fantastic.
And I like that considering, like you said, they're a very Lois and Clark couple.
They are.
And they're setting up that way as well with the whole, like, guys like us don't get the girl. And what I loved about that is you're not the same guy.
Yeah.
You two are far from the same fucking guy, Ollie.
You end up being best friends, which is fine, but you're not the same. So, we all know who Ollie ends up with. Just how that is.
Well, the other thing that I've noticed as well, and I mean, I'm an avid reader of comics.
Yeah.
As we know. And I can see they've based a lot of this on old lore, new 52 lore. There's a lot of mix up. But no matter whether you look at old school, whether you look at new school, at this point in their careers, they both have a friend who has not appeared on this show. He doesn't have any powers yet. He's just a pilot.
Yep.
But his name is Hal Jordan.
Yep.
Now, as I say, I watch all this shit, and maybe they're waiting, and maybe we'll get a Green Lantern show in season 3 of the Flash, the same way we got Flash now, and once Supergirl takes off and whatever. But to me, that I know I've brought this up before, and I mean I'm not the biggest Green Lantern fan in the world, but when you've got somebody who's that pivotal both characters, and you seem to be saying so true,
Yeah.
And like I say, just the fact that all these colours keep turning up and all that, I've just, part of my gut just keeps going, for guys that are really like, no Green Lanterns. We won't even have the colour green on this show. Nice. You know, they're just pumping up to it.
See, that's the funny thing. I mean, I'd love to see a Hal Jordan, not spin-off, but as like a character that pops up, even just as a fighter pilot.
Yep.
I'm going to have a real hard time not hearing Nathan Fillon's voice. I'm going to have such a hard time.
They may cast Nathan Fillion.
I think he's a little bit too old for the character, though, because isn't he the similar-ish age? He's like the mid to late 20s.
You could play with... That's the one character you could get away with playing with because he's meant to be... Ace, a pilot and military and all that. You could get around the fact that he's...
Yeah.
Because, granted, he's a lot older than Grant Gustin, but he doesn't look... Like, he looks maybe 10 years senior
he's
to
not,
Ollie.
He's not Chris O'Donnell.
Look at
he's not Chris O'Donnell.
Exactly, he's not 1,000 years old. Look at Deathstroke and Ollie.
Yeah, I know.
That's still believable. That's the kind of age difference I could believe.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen him a lot in Castle. He'd have to turn up a little bit to be a fighter
pilot. Stop hitting the pudding for a while.
Stop hitting casket. His missus. Lucky man. Funny. Wait a minute. Just dawned on me. Holy shit. So we got Nathan Fillion on Castle, who plays Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Stana, I keep getting her last name wrong.
Kayoskivik or something.
Yep. She voiced Talia al Ghul in Batman Arkham City. And she does it phenomenally. She does it. And so there's like another little DC link to that.
Well, we'll get to another DC link in our main event as well.
Oh, God.
When we get there, we're not there yet.
Thank God.
We're not there yet. But have we got anything else to talk about Flash and Arrow this week?
I'm trying. I've
got some new. I do have some news I want to talk about before we get into the main event. That's why I'm just trying to clear up TV first, and we'll have a little bit of a news talk, and then we'll kill ourselves
my 30-year-old bladder. My 30-year-old bladder is starting to kick in. So tell me now, and while you read the synopsis for the true theatrical masterpiece of neon crap, that is our main event.
That's pretty accurate.
All right. Well, the news I wanted to take away from this week was we've talked about it at some point in the last couple of weeks. I know Jason Mamoa being cast as Aquaman. Now, there has been confirmation this week that it's for more than one film. He will get his own independent films as well as Justice League films. And it's also been confirmed that this is not the Arthur Curry, I took the fishes Aquaman. This is the proper, like, if you come into Atlantis again, I'm going to put my trident up you and use you to beat her to death.
So we're going to get
hard ass.
We're going to get the Aquaman from Flashpoint Paradox.
Yeah, we're going to get the Aquaman or the Aquaman from like Injustice. That Aquaman where it's like I'm just because I'm from the sea doesn't mean I will not whoop so much ass.
Yeah, I have no powers. Excuse me, that's a great white shark. Look at that. Oh, you're dead.
I have no powers, but I'm also like 7'5", made entirely of muscle, and swing a fucking trident.
Yeah, that's cool.
What a nice black suit there, champ. Why don't you get within the 9-foot reach that I can have and tell me if I can cleave your bat head in half?
Hold on 1 second. Meet my children first. So
Aqualad.
Aqualad. Oh, God.
What has Aqualad got to do with this? Leave Aqualad out of this, damn it.
But no, Jason Momoa is ridiculously good casting, because I saw him he definitely was the one in Conan, wasn't he? The reboot. He did Conan, then he did Game of Thrones.
I'll check on Conan. I know that he was in Game of Thrones, and he had a film that he made this year with his wife Lisa Bonet in it, and they advertised it non-stop during the wrestling pay-per-views.
Oh, the
Road to something.
Oh, Road to Perdition.
Yeah, no, Road to Perdition is Tom Hanks.
No, that's Road to Redemption.
No, Road to Perdition is...
Ooh.
You're getting confused,
I'm
man.
on crack.
You're going to confuse all of our 2-3 listeners. And
actually, we had 100%, 150% growth this week.
No one's going to know what's going on. Well, tell us about that. Well, I continue to Google you.
Well, we'd like to send a special thanks out to the five people who liked our page this week. There will be no special prizes. You may get sworn at by Adam. A virtual high five. Imaginary Batcave credits will be on your way. And if we don't review this film well, we'll post you out Adam's copy of Robin and Batman, Batman and Robin, or
yeah,
and so
I'll happily get it out of my fucking...
So you can review it yourselves and give us feedback on
Yes,
that.
he was Conan in the 2011 Conan.
Yes.
He was Khal Drogo in Game of Thrones.
Yes.
The film that he made
was
was Road to Paloma.
Oh, Paloma.
Road to Perdition was with Tom Hanks.
Yep.
Don't ever question me again, you son of a bitch.
Well, I got
He
the first
was,
level right. you
He's
son
in a
of
couple
bitch.
of films coming out soon,
Yep.
and then his lineup from 2016 onwards is as follows:
Aquaman-
2016 Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, 2017 The Justice League Part 1, and 2018 Aquaman.
Beautiful.
So, and then I imagine 2019 Justice League Part 2.
Part 2, yeah.
Oh, God, I'm going to be so old when they come out, though. God.
No, because they're all getting filmed now, Harry Potter style.
Oh, yeah, true.
You film a bunch of them at once, and you've got time to edit them together before they look 160. Mind you, with that said, we proved that Chris O'Donnell, the bag of dust himself, can play a superhero. So
that wasn't... we'll get to that later. I think it's time for our main event.
I think so too.
Just I forgot something there. Didn't talk about the flashback to Hong Kong in Arrow there. So with that, we saw Oliver learning how to torture suspects effectively. So that started out with Amanda Waller bringing someone in, knew the location of some bombs and wanted him to find out how to get them. Reveals that she has his bow and arrow from the island. He, I guess, tries to torture him, but just doesn't have the heart or the stomach for it.
Yeah, he runs out of time or something, yeah.
Yeah, and the bombs go off. Amanda Waller pretty much says, it's on you, and then gives him the chance again to do it again.
The guy who worked for China White, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something along those lines, yeah.
I don't know, I guess I felt that she knew those boys. She knew he wasn't going to be able to torture that first person to get the information. I think she's really manipulating him and trying to really control him at this point.
Yeah, absolutely.
She knew exactly he would not. There's no way if she wanted to really know where those bombs were, she wouldn't have let him. She has a big organisation.
Yeah.
She could have gotten someone to do it.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you on that one. If you've got like someone along the lines of the Suicide Squad, you don't send like a fresh noob in there to interrogate someone who's like littered Hong Kong with firebombs to do your work for you. So I think it's basically just to sort of make him feel guilty about failing and then forcing him to do the next one.
Yeah, manipulating him into doing their dirty work. I don't know. Yeah, she's prepping him for something. I mean, I don't really know where they're sort of going with this whole Hong Kong thing.
I think it's mainly the China White storyline because was a couple of flashbacks episodes ago. It was mainly about finding that I think it was his memory one that they had to do the meditation. They found that picture card with something about China White on it.
Yeah.
So I think China White's the main storyline for the Hong Kong.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with China White.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do some research. Adam's not wearing his headphones, so I'm not too sure if he can hear us at the moment.
I can hear you. I'm just not sure on China White as it is myself.
Ooh.
This one, so China White's a mystery to me as well.
Excellent. So we've got some more research to do during the week.
Oh yeah, next week or later on this week when we do our special second episode for the week. There's some exciting stuff coming in now.
Fantastic.
Well, with that said, are we all ready for the main event?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
My name is Freeze. Learn it well, for it's the chilling sound of your doom.
This is the way the world could end.
Please, show some mercy.
With ice. With a kiss.
With venom. I probably should have mentioned this. I'm poison. Poison ivy.
And the only man who can stop them.
Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman.
Can't do it alone.
Batman will watch his beloved Gotham perish.
Bundle up, boys. There's a storm coming.
Kill the heroes!
It's the hockey team from hell.
Cool party. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
All right, everyone, chill.
George Clooney.
Julie, I'm not the marrying kind.
I know you've had your wild nights.
Good night. Wild doesn't quite cover it.
Chris O'Donnell.
I want a car. Chicks dig the car.
This is why Superman works alone.
Uma Thurman.
So many people to kill, so little time.
Alicia Silverstone.
And you are?
Batgirl.
That's not awfully PC. What about Bat Person?
Found the Batcave.
She knows who we are.
Guess we'll just have to kill her.
Yep.
In a Joel Schumacher film. Strength and courage.
Partners?
Honor
Partners.
and loyalty.
Partners.
It all comes together.
We're going to need a bigger cave.
Batman and Robin.
Oh, boys. Wasn't Batman and Robin just, wasn't it?
Theatrical masterpiece of
Wasn't
our
it
time.
just?
Theatrical disaster.
It was a masterpiece.
Do you want to hear how bad this movie is, right? I went to go and watch it
I would
last
love to
night.
hear how bad it is.
I went and blew the dust off me Blu-ray copy of it. That I have.
wait. You're telling me the case opened at some point for dusting it in?
Yeah.
It's like a sacred tome. And then like a massive stone ball came rolling down. Anyway.
I whacked it into my PS3. I was watching it, got a decent of the way through it, and my PS3 shit itself. So I didn't get to watch the end of the movie.
Oh, you unlucky bastard. See, I put it into my PS4 and I went to press play and it popped up saying, "Are you sure about this? have you really thought your life through? Have you sought counselling before you do this?"
You sure you don't want to go down to see some girls down on Hanson Street and get change out of $10? Like, you sure you don't want to do that before
Braden,
you watch this?
You'll be ready then. My synopsis will help fill in the end of this film for you,
Yep.
because I'm sure you can't guess what happened.
1 second. This is. I'm just going to swing the mic away.
Okay, here we go. Batman and Robin, 1997. Batman and Robin attempt to stop Mr. Freeze from stealing a cache of diamonds. The supercriminal freezes Robin and flees, notifying Batman that he has 11 minutes to thaw his partner. They learn that Freeze was once scientist Victor Fries, who became dependent on a diamond-powered Sub-Zero suit following an accident in a cryogenics lab, where he was working to find a cure for his wife Nora, who was suffering from a terminal illness called McGregor syndrome. Hers was a very advanced case, as will become important later. I'd call that foreshadowing, as I normally jokingly do, but that's an insult to foreshadowing, as I'll get into later when I talk about the script for this fucking abominable piece of shit. Anyway, back to my synopsis.
Almost crying right now.
Back to my synopsis. Meanwhile, I feel like an old-timey radio. Meanwhile, at the Batcave. Meanwhile, botanist Dr. Pamela Isley is experimenting with a strength serum, Venom, to create mutant plants capable of fighting back against mankind's destruction of the flora. To her anger, she discovers that her senior colleague, Dr. Jason Woodrow, used her venom samples to transform a diminutive prisoner into a super soldier named Bane. When she you've got to have your headphones your microphone close enough for people to hear you throwing your headphones off, Terrier. It doesn't work. That's better. Jesus, it's SFX, bro. SFX. Now I've got to edit in so after. Back to the. Sorry, I'm trying to distract from this with jokes because this is the least funny plot ever.
It's cancer.
All right, diminutive prisoner into super soldier Bane. When she refuses to become the mad scientist's partner, Woodrow kills her with the animal plant's toxins and chemicals. She transforms into the beautiful Poison Ivy and kills Woodrow with a venomous kiss before vowing to use her new powers to establish botanical supremacy over the world. Alfred Pennyworth's niece, Barbara Wilson, makes a surprise visit from England and is invited to stay at Wayne Manor until she returns to university. Alfred is revealed to be suffering from McGregor syndrome. It is early stages, so don't worry. He is, however, in stage 1, for which Mr. Freeze has developed a cure. Yeah, I know, right? It's amazing. His wife, however, as I mentioned earlier, is in a more advanced stage that Freeze has yet to find a cure for, so he's all sad and shit. Ivy arrives in Ivy arrives in Gotham City with Bane as her henchman. She interrupts a Wayne Enterprises press conference at the Gotham Observatory where a giant new telescope is being unveiled, exhorting Bruce Wayne to implement a proposal that would safeguard the natural environment at the expense of millions of human lives, which Bruce summarily declines. She later appears at the Gotham Botanical Gardens fundraiser, seducing everyone present with her pheromone dust, including the dynamic duo who are there to protect the diamond on auction from Mr. Freeze. When Freeze crashes the event as expected, Ivy is instantly captured by his ruthless charm. Despite being captured by Batman and detained at Arkham Asylum, Mr. Freeze is released by Ivy. Ivy then proceeds to turn Nora Freeze's life support off and makes Mr. Freeze believe that Batman did it, thereby persuading him that they should kill Batman as well as the society that created him. They plan to turn the observatory's new telescope into a giant freezing gun to freeze the whole world's population to death and replace them with Ivy's mutant plants. Meanwhile, back at the Batcave, Robin has become infatuated with Ivy and rebels against Batman, just as the villain has planned. He eventually goes to meet her at the garden hideout. Ivy's venomous kiss fails to kill Robin because Batman had prevailed on him to coat his lips with rubber. She tries to drown Robin in her lily pond and entangles Batman in her crushing vines, although they are able to free themselves when Batgirl arrives and traps Ivy in her own floral throne. Having discovered the Batcave and decided to create her own crime-fighting persona with the help of a computer simulation of Alfred and with advanced AI, Batgirl reveals herself as Barbara.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm not even at the halfway point. When the trio arrive at the observatory to stop Freeze, the criminal has already frozen Gotham. Bane attacks Robin and Batgirl, but they incapacitate him and restore him to his original human state. In the battle, the telescope is destroyed, but the two younger heroes save Gotham by repositioning the observatory satellite, using their mirrors to reflect sunlight from outer space and thaw the city. Batman shows Freeze video of Ivy's confession about pulling the plug on Nora, but reveals that he himself has restored Nora. He vows that Freeze will be allowed to continue his research at Arkham Asylum to heal Nora. Batman asks Freeze for the cure he created for the first stage of McGregor syndrome for Alfred, and Freeze atones for his misdeeds by giving him 2 vials of the medicine he had developed. At Arkham, Ivy is joined in a cell by Freeze, who vows to exact revenge on her. Back at Wayne Manor, Alfred is cured, and Bruce invites Barbara to live with them and to continue helping Batman and Robin fight crime as Batgirl. And then, into the bright light of the bat signals, the heroes run towards the camera. Batman's ears flap about as though made of rubber, and we fade to black with some shitty credit music. And that was Batman and Robin, the worst fucking movie I have ever watched. And that includes Gigli.
Includes what?
Gigli, you know, Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez. The worst film ever made, apparently.
Yes.
The second worst film ever made. Let me tell you. This... I sent a message halfway through watching this to you, Braden.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I sent it to you on Facebook.
Oh, you did too. You said, this fucking movie.
And that sums up my thoughts at this moment. I'll get into my list, my fucking list of grievances in a minute. But in the meantime, I'm going to throw it over to you two, because I get a feeling for once in my life, I'm not going to be the only person on this podcast going on quite the rant. So, fellas, take the floor.
Braden, take it away.
Well, I guess I'll start, because I didn't even get to see it till the end. But,
you are so fucking lucky. I wish if my PlayStation 4 had died, it would have been a mercy killing.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, please continue.
Well, so fuck this movie for fucking my PS3, alright? You owe me a PS3.
Man, that's some hardcore rejection. When your PlayStation's like, nope. No.
I will not let you do this to yourself. No.
This will break the TV.
It's like Gladys from Portal 2. I'm sorry, we can't allow you to do that right now. Goodbye.
Alright, well, I think it was in the scene where we first see them going to fight Mr. Freeze, and Robin busts through the window in his motorbike, and it leaves a perfect bat symbol there.
I didn't see that. Are you fucking kidding me?
If I'm not fucking kidding you. He busted through the window, and there was a perfect bat symbol with a hole that he made. I was just like, come on.
That was my head against my microphone again. Just for advance warning, throughout the rest of this commentary. This, as my head against my microphone.
It
causes
then we
less
have that
pain.
big fight scene where they're all fighting all the goons and whatnot, and then Batman and Robin are standing right in front of Mr. Freeze, and instead of getting his gun out and shooting Batman and Robin, he goes, well, I can't remember what his words were. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. And
that actually was it,
the next
yes.
20 seconds shooting the dinosaur so that it will then fall on them rather than just shooting Batman and Robin.
He does that later on as well. I'll skip ahead to this, but he actually does that later on. There's a point where he freezes Robin, and he's like, instead of killing you, I'm going to leave. You can save your partner if you have 11 minutes, or you can stop me. He's like, and then when he leaves, he's like, kill you next time. And it's like, why not kill him now?
Yeah,
Fucked hard.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, that I think is what the back cover of this read. It's just Batman and Robin. For fuck's sake.
When they're in the rocket thing and they're flying off, Batman's in there, and once again, instead of just shooting Batman with his freeze gun, he just shoots his hands. He just freezes his hands. I know. Why?
Is this meant to be a comedy? Is this film meant to be a comedy? I don't know.
It's not even funny. It's
I
just,
know.
Why? I'm nearly crying right now. Fuck's sakes, man. Then the surfing in the sky on the doors from the rocket thing.
The surfing back to Earth.
Just why? It's dumb. It just no. And then we go over to Poison Ivy when the Doctor tries to kill Isley by pushing her over and pouring venom on her after knowing what venom can do. No, I'm going to use venom to make this super soldier.
Fun fact, that was Lionel Luthor from
I'm going to use
Smallville.
venom to kill you, even though I know that that's not what it does.
Did you pick up on that? That dude that looked like Hugo Strange that wasn't Hugo Strange because why would we put a Batman villain in a Batman film, right? That was Lionel Luthor from Smallville.
Yes, I did. I did pick up on that.
I was just like, wow. And then I was like, wow, big. That must have been Joel Schumacher. Joel Schumacher was just from the school of like, I don't think these cameras... I think I've worked out what it is. We look at it now in 1080p, right?
Yep.
But when it was filmed in 480p, you had to be much bigger for it to translate across the screen, I think. So that's why they're so big. It's not that Joel Schumacher's shit and that it's a crap movie. They had to be really big and pantomime and over the top, or else people in the cinemas wouldn't be able to see it.
Yep.
Because your eyes don't work unless you're really big.
Oh, Jesus. Ivy's transformation changes her clothes as well.
And her voice.
Yep.
Turns her into Catwoman.
You mean
I don't
old-timey
understand why
Catwoman.
Ivy only just realises who's funding her research after she's changed into Ivy. She's going to smash the place up, and she picks up the glass, and she's like, "Oh, Wayne Enterprise."
Oh, you mean the part where she wants to save all the plants by setting fire to the greenhouse?
Yep. Well
Brilliant.
done. Fucking idiot.
Because feminism.
Yeah, there was something I picked up on to do with. I'll bring it up a bit later on in my notes, but one thing I picked up on was that for some reason, if you're a woman, you only need to disguise your eyebrows and your hair color.
Oh man. What have I got here? Bane. Why can't someone get him right? I hate that he's just such a dumb brute. Like, I feel like he should be standing there saying, "I am Groot."
I am Groot.
So what?
I am Groot.
Yeah, you said that.
I am Groot.
Well, that's just as fascinating as the first 89 times you told me that.
I am Groot. I am Groot.
Every time he said something, all I heard was, "I am Groot."
I watched Guardians of the Galaxy last night, and that is so fucking correct. That is so true. Oh my god! You know what? And Groot wearing a fucking trench coat and a hat, I would accept and would be like, "That's awesome." Bane wearing it was the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen. Oh Jesus! All right, Terry, you've been silent. You've been sitting there
I don't know what to say.
contemplating life or something. And I'm not sure what's going on there.
You know, we started this
like an
about
existential crisis.
we started this about 8 episodes, right?
Yeah.
I knew this was coming.
Yep.
This is like Churchill knowing D-Day was coming. And then being surprised at the absolute shit fit that followed. All I want to know is I want to find Joel Schumacher's sacred tome of arse buggery, open it up to the most holiest of pages, and take a big, stinking, diuretic turd on it. Because that is what he's done to my moral compass.
Yep. It's so bad.
We have Chris O'Donnell.
I want to know how the hell did Bane get on a plane from South Africa?
No, I've got that in my notes because I'll come to that because that actually broke me.
Okay, this is
how the fuck did this guy, this big fucking dumb dickhead?
Your film cut out before they actually answer that. Trust me, I'll get to that.
All right.
I'm not kidding.
In order of disappointment for me.
I did. I don't know if you guys noticed this. I noticed this. I found it quite amusing. But when you first see Ivy address Bruce Wayne with her proposal on helping the plants, I guess it's on recycled paper.
Yeah.
It actually has
I missed that.
Recycled paper across it. I pissed
Wow,
myself off.
something good in this. Wow,
That's probably my favourite part of the whole movie.
That's probably the only good part of the whole film.
The best part of the film for me was probably watching
ejecting the disc.
It was actually watching the Bone Thugs and Harmony song.
Yeah, you
by,
obviously didn't do that this time, Braden.
Followed by R. Kelly song Gotham City. Watching Billy from the Smashing Pumpkins mimic our very own Peter Garrett. And then, for some strange reason, and a completely unrelated film clip, Jewel.
Yeah. It was
now,
the special features on this DVD are amazing.
Now,
or Blu-ray, I should say.
I still don't understand the casting of George Clooney. For starters, for me, Batman's lower jaw should look like any other human's lower jaw. I'm not talking about the bum chin, because we're going to get another bum chin with Ben Affleck. I look forward to seeing that. I'm talking about the tooth that is actually in behind, much like a great white shark's mouth. Now, if
don't forget the upper tooth that droops lower.
Yes. If you're Bruce Wayne, billionaire playboy, you could probably afford decent dental care.
If you're George Clooney, billionaire playboy.
Do not advertise Nespresso coffee to me until you get your fucking teeth worked.
I think he has had them fixed, though, because his front teeth now, I'm pretty sure, are level.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Tom Cruise still has a front tooth in the middle of his head.
I don't think he can move you. I don't know how you can move his entire jaw now. You're asking a bit much from Tom Cruise. Plus, it's Tom Cruise. He looks in the mirror and he's just all like, yeah, I'm going to beat off to that later.
And then we have Chris O'Donnell playing Dick Grayson, who is actually Jason Todd.
Yep. You mean we have Chris O'Donnell being somehow younger in this film than he was in the last film?
Yep.
But still 106.
And then we have Alicia Silverstone, which is playing, as you said, I believe it was a less droop-faced Drew Barrymore. That sounds like Drew Barrymore. With the same
mouth and lisp.
Same mouth and lisp. But yet brings a refreshing theatrical element.
Alicia Silverstone is the only thing I enjoyed about this film because she's... I'll tell you the way. Michael Gough and Alicia Silverstone. Michael Gough, though, pushes me to the limit at one point.
He does.
But that's okay. But Alicia Silverstone is just... Like, everybody else in this film is... big! Whereas Alicia Silverstone
they're not big, they're Broadway big! I was basically watching Jim Carrey play 5 different roles.
Whereas she's just like... Hi, I'm here to just add some just calm stability to this film until I put on my bat suit. And
see,
then,
out of all people in that cast...
You would not pick it.
Do you know why? Because chemtrails. That's another issue for another podcast. For me, the next big carry is Michael Gough. He does push it to the limit with one section, but I think it's just
push it to the
Michael
I'm
Gough.
sorry, my brain has turned to shit after having to watch this film.
Yeah.
Michael
and
Gough,
recap it.
It's just because he's been there for all 4.
Yeah.
I pay him his dues. He's a softly spoken gentleman Good on him.
Well, he's a gentleman who
And
does not
now-
talk about his ailments.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
One of his elements was this movie.
Yeah. Dear Arnold, if your script contains nothing but puns, don't do the
No,
movie.
I brought this up, right? I think they wrote a script for Mr. Freeze, handed it to him, and he was like, "Yeah, whatever, I'll read that later."
I'm the
And they
future-
got to the set, and they were like, he hasn't read the lines. He's like, "Alright, ice this. Is the freeze coming? Winter, snow."
And you know what Joel Schumacher thought to himself? That would be good in the trailer, yeah?
Joel Schumacher was...
Fetch me 5 black men so I can have some in the background so I don't seem racist.
Did I? No, black men are allowed to drive sanitation trucks. That's what I've learned from Joel Schumacher
That's
films.
true, yeah.
I watched the trailer for this. It actually played before we played this. There's a moment in the trailer where the three of them go, partners? Partners. Partners.
I guess we
And then
need
Alfred goes, well, I guess we'll need a bigger Batcave. Or something like that. That's the last scene of the movie, and it's in the trailer.
See, now for me, trailers have always signified the best parts of the movie, so that trailer was true.
The ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then, and...
False, that trailer would have been a blank screen.
Yeah. And now I'm an avid motorcycle...
I'm was going to die.
Yeah. I'm an avid motorcycle rider. So, when that motorcycle race came on, I wept. These were not tears of joy, these were tears of pain. As I saw a 1985 scramble bike take on a 1925 BSA and lose. And somehow Robin's motorcycle can ride down a gothic arm, mega statue arm that is covered in ice.
As can Batgirls.
And Batgirls. But as Robin, he rides down the thing. Batman disables the Robin cycle, whatever the hell it's called. And what happens with that, the engine would lock up and he would flip nose to tail, not gently slide down the arm and come to a gentle rest at the fingertips.
You didn't build the Boy Wonder bike, so you don't know the specifications of Batman. Maybe Batman's kill down has a nice coast down to zero, like turning off your cruise control. It's like,
It said disable.
He's fucking Batman. He doesn't do that.
Oh, that's right. The sound effects as well.
Fuck me.
No, I spotted this. Fuck you.
No, you're fine. You can have it. I'm
Yeah.
just agreeing with you on the fucking crap of
Now,
this.
Ivy and Bane go to play house in a Turkish bath. There is our Fluoro Wonder Boy gang, as from the previous Batman, occupying said Turkish bath. Bane kicks their ass. That's fine with their plastic chains that are fluoro. There is a sound effect out of a fucking Looney Tunes cartoon as they flip into the air simultaneously, all six of them, through wood. Now, I know Bane is super strong, but you don't need the sound effect. Okay? You just don't.
This movie was
okay.
shit, man.
And now, I am seriously just going to walk out of the room and let Adam take the floor.
But then how will you be able to pass comments on whether or not my notes are adequate?
Well, where I'm going, it is known as a receptacle for shit. So, my comments will be passed through the urinary tract.
He's going to shit out his dick. Did you pick up on that, Brayden?
I did.
He's going to shit out his dick.
Exactly.
Batman and Robin has destroyed Terry. He can now shit out his dick.
It's not Batman and Robin. It's Joel fucking Schumacher.
You need to go to the doctor, man. That might be like freaky STD.
It's something.
Bat syphilis. All right, my notes are this, Bray.
Okay.
That was Terry slamming the door as he left. My notes are this. Okay, I liked once again that we got the Superman titles.
Yep.
Those are very important to give us. I also like the fact that okay, it starts off with all this shit going down. So Batman and Robin go into the Batcave. Like, come on, man, we've got to get ready to go. Okay, well, let's get the car ready. Fucking 2.5 hours later, the car finally rises. I'm like, he's not there anymore. Mr. Freeze is in another country counting his cash. What is that? How long it takes? It's like, wow, how come Batman and Robin's crime rates have dropped? Well, they turn up like a month later. It just blew my mind. Oh, yeah, and then Alfred's like, I'll cancel the pizza. Why? Are they not going to eat, you dumb fucking idiot? Pizza is better when it's cold. Plus, he can stay in the box. He can bring it home and be like, hey, yo, man, I need my pizza. Where is it at? He'd be like, I didn't order it. Oh, so I don't get to eat? I've just whooped 100 guys' asses an hour. Just, did you notice that Commissioner Gordon had done a bit of hair for men for his hair and his stash in this one?
No, I didn't
Yeah, a bit more orange and a bit more of a blonde hint to it. Looks like he's tried to lose a bit of weight. I don't know, he's just dying. I'm not sure which one. Bart Simpson, I should say Bat Simpson, as Batman rides down the dinosaur as he enters the museum like it's a fucking skateboard ramp. That was brilliant.
Yep.
This movie, I noticed something because I was watching this. This was Michael Bay's wet dream as a child. I reckon this is the inspirational film that turned him into a filmmaker. Because it was just colours and explosions and shit. And a no plot. And no script writing skill.
Like a Michael Bay film.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. This was his inspiration.
Mm.
Yeah, Ivy's recording with the bit where she's like, I still don't know why he's using this lab and all of that. You know what I love about being a screenwriter is that I can watch that and be like, I still don't know how to fit this exposition in my script, but I don't want to take any more time than necessary to write any scenes, so instead I'm going to have somebody just talk out loud at random times during this film for no reason, because she can't have an inner monologue, so if I do this, then the audience will have communicated to them the things I need them to know that might be important later on, because I'm a shitty writer.
See, you could easily take William Shatner from 1970 Star Trek and have him play Poison Ivy in this film.
Yeah, she was
I'm
old-timey, man. She
kidding.
was Catwoman. Plain and simple, she was Catwoman.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am once again a teenage girl. I can't even.
So Ivy pops out of the ground, right? She's all powered up. She's had her powers now for a cumulative 5 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah, so Allah replaced my blood in my veins and my lips can do all this and all this. How did you know that?
Maybe it's
How
like
do
pregnancy.
you know what you can do? Is this
know.
like a lizard is just like, oh, I can climb up that? Just fucking, just... Okay, I've worked it out. There was something, I brought this up while we were watching this.
Oh,
This
God.
film is not drama. It's not comedy. Do you want to know what it is?
It's fucked.
I don't
Awkward.
That's
This
right.
is just the most awkward film to watch because everything is
Actually-
just crappy and shit. The interaction, everything just feels awkward. It feels like
To be
watching
honest,
a play, a bad panto that was never rehearsed.
To be honest, my first sexual experience was less awkward than this film. I'm not kidding.
My first boner was less awkward than this film.
Mine wasn't. I was proud.
You go, girl.
Pack of Tums, age 5.
All right, now,
But
Bane.
You're right.
Sorry,
There was so many things in there. You're just like, why did they even do that? There was
Yeah.
the scene where he's talking, where Bruce is talking to his girlfriend, and she's just.
Why was Elle
married, and then
McPherson
I'm
even
just
in there?
thinking, why are they even having
Because
this scene?
I think Elle
What's the
McPherson
point?
was just in there because it's like Bruce Wayne would date a supermodel and Joe Schumacher was probably like, I only know one supermodel.
She has a Dutch first name, so she must be a nice girl, yeah? She's not black, it's fine.
Okay, so Bane is transformed from a noblet into a muscle-bound machine of whatever who can just be like burn, smash, kill. He can drive.
Yeah,
He can drive a car perfectly fine.
So speaks like Hulk, strength of Hulk, yet has the
Green.
fine motor skills of anyone who could drive a car.
Okay, now Ivy, who as we all know at this point, nobody has seen with red hair or anything, feels the need to disguise herself. We're back to the Jim Carrey, I need to wear a wig at all times when I'm not the Riddler.
Yep.
She now needs to wear a wig and a pair of glasses to go and see Bruce about her proposal because if she wore red hair, I don't know, he might be like, red-haired woman with a plan, out of my office. He'll be like, wait a minute, she's got glasses, she might be as we find later on, if
That's
you
why-
wear glasses, you're a computer hacking genius. That's what you require.
This is where we're in a slight paradox. There are no redheads in Gotham, but all the smart people wear glasses. That's why you would be a paradox.
Oh man, in Gotham City, they'd hate me, but they'd be like,
do we let him in? Do we let him near the
He
computer?
must be able to fix the computers, but he has to be evil. Oh yeah, I love his. I'm gonna we're gonna put our diamonds up on display. Here's an invitation. Special guest, Batman and Robin.
I know that's supposed to be a trap.
Yeah, I know.
It's supposed to be a trap to trap Mr. Freeze.
Yeah,
and they're
but-
going, guess what? Batman and Robin's going to be.
Yeah,
there,
exactly. Like, and then the other thing I love about that is it's Bruce's shit, which he's funding and all that. Batman and Robin going to be there, so no one's going to be like, anybody seen?
It was Bruce.
What about that little puff he hangs around with?
But you know what's really funny? That's a complete Elmer Fudd moment. Be
Yeah.
very, very quiet. We're trying to catch a Mr. Freeze.
That sounded like Mr. Freeze. Be very, very quiet. There's a freeze coming.
There's a freeze coming. Whoa.
Okay. Yeah, I love the fact as well. This film is nicely not misogynistic with women in cat suits and seducing people by their kisses, and then let's just bid on women. I'll bid $30,000 to bang the one with the flower in her hair.
That's what's really funny. I mean, at the same time, Ivy's a whore. There's no other way to say the double entendres.
No. Women, that's what women are like. Look at this. The women up there are all just like, look at them bidding on us. This is great. I hope I get to bang the old guy with the mustache and the cigar later. He looks like he's got money. That's my dream.
You know what's really...
That's my dream,
and
Terry.
Actually, it kind of suits the time period because we've been discussing
What
this.
time period? It's
exactly
post-apocalyptic 2013 set some 1930.
Exactly. For me...
With MacBooks!
Yeah, MacBook, like the bubble ones as well, the big bubble ones.
Yeah, but they're so advanced they can project the fucking screen onto your face.
This is where Burton kind of got it right. You watch it and go, all right, that's about the 80s, 90s-ish.
Yeah.
Right, ish.
Except also 1920, as we established.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, bit of class. But then you got Val Kilmer comes in with like his little cool jag sort of thing.
His
and
30s.
It's 30s, 40s, which is cool. Then this thing comes along and takes a giant dump on the complete timeline.
Like I said, this one's...
And basically there's been a 5-year-old or like a... whatever age kids finger paint, it just went sploosh and just spread it either way. So it's bit of here, bit of there. It's just crap.
Oh, I know. Okay, now I put down a note here just for myself because it made me laugh. Ivy calls Robin youth, which just because it's Chris O'Donnell made me laugh out loud.
That's what's irony. I'm pretty sure I'm not a writer, but that's irony, right?
Oxymoron. Yeah, he looks somewhat younger, but I think it's because he's taking the earring out in this film.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like a pedophile.
Oh, yeah, also, I love the fact... I've got a note here that just simply says wow after this quote because I'm of the belief that you should never, ever reveal your identity under any circumstances. So to be like, I'm a bid $2 million for Batman, you can't afford it. I'll borrow it up for you.
Yeah.
Wow. Nicely done. Thanks for that.
See, this is... Sorry, what was that, Braden?
Anyone there would just be like, yeah, I reckon that's Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson.
Wait a minute. And I love... Did you notice the name on the Bat Visa?
No.
It was Batman. Yeah. The expiry date was forever.
I'm pretty
what?
Sure. Oh, was it?
Not kidding.
Oh, no.
Not kidding.
I hate you, Joel Schumacher. Is he dead?
I don't know.
No.
Roll in your grave if you're dead. If you're not, when you get into your grave, which hopefully we soon roll in it, you fucking prick. I would use that word that I accidentally let slip last week, but I don't like actually using that word. I got really, really passionate. But Joel Schumacher is indeed somebody who can't do things.
No.
If you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. He's a Kent of a man.
Oh,
his father was a Kent, his mother was a Kent. Family of Kents.
Yeah,
Kent
except
of a man.
he's not a Superman, that's for sure. Now, what the fuck? And once again, I've used my famous quote from my last set of notes. Da fuck. F-U-Q, was that graveside flashback in the window. I'm just going to ponder things while looking at this window while something's made on Movie Maker to lay over the top.
Yep. I think that was supposed to show like a fondness of...
gravestones in Alfred?
Outside his window?
Yeah.
Where should we bury them? I want them out this window so that every morning I can get up and be haunted by the graves.
I can have my bagel and watch my parents rot.
Jesus, just shit.
Do you know why I say it so crassly like that? Because I have so little fucking respect for this film.
There were a couple of things, as I say. There were two moments in this film that I quit the film. I quit life. I threw my book down in disgust and left my room. Now I don't walk out of films. That's part of my film school training. Is you stay at the end of the credits. You don't walk out of a film. No matter how bad it is, you can learn something. But there is a part where they should answer your question, Braden. How did they get to Gotham? There is a fucking part where Commissioner Gordon turns up and hands Batman a file, and it has a photo of it, and he's like, this was taken earlier today at Gotham Airport, and walking towards the fucking camera in a nice clear view and a nice posed fucking photo in black and white is Ivy wearing a face scarf to hide her face, and Bane wearing a fucking trench coat and a fucking fedora with pipes pumping venom into him coming out, still wearing his fucking wrestling mask as though it's a fucking disguise, and that somehow got past every single cop in Gotham!
We've established that Gotham is a place of dumb shit cops.
This fucking movie, man. I quit right there because I'm sorry. You can push me to a certain point, but what the fuck was that? Now, moving on.
I'm waiting for the other
the
Quit
other one,
movie.
yeah.
I am so looking forward to that because that for me was the day that it died for me.
Okay. Now, Ivy in this film, like I said, sounds like something from the 1950s combined with Catwoman. Why?
66 Catwoman?
No, it's Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. It's still, or any cat. I think I just threw up a little bit in my throat just then discussing this film. Any Catwoman. But what the just why? Why?
Have you seen Uma Thurman act?
Yeah, I have. She's good in some things.
Okay. So she's
Pulp
good in-
Fiction like a motherfucker.
That's the only movie that comes to mind.
Kill Bill?
Yeah, I didn't like it that much in it.
I'm trying to think of what else she's been in. She's been in other films.
She's no wait. You know how she survived this long? Ethan Hawke.
No, she broke up with him a long time ago. Now has she survived this long?
Ethan
Quentin
Hawke.
Tarantino.
She's sleeping with Ethan Hawke and Quentin Tarantino intermittently.
No, Quentin Tarantino just licks her feet, I'm pretty sure. Okay, now, this is the other thing I pulled out. Okay. Apparently all you need to disguise to fool the world's greatest detective is, as I said, a wig and a pair of glasses. That's your I'm incognito. But then all you need for a costume to hide it is just a big amount of eyeshadow, fake eyebrows, and put your hair up in ridiculous styles, and you'll be like, I still can't join the dots.
You smell familiar.
Just no idea what's going on here. I'm very confused. Okay,
We're
now,
actually going to have to put it like an R rating on this.
yeah, it's already listed as explicit on iTunes.
Oh, good.
Now, here's a question for you. Is Mr. Freeze, he's a scientist, I know that. Is he a doctor?
I'm pretty sure he is, yeah.
Because if he's a doctor, why would you downgrade yourself? Why isn't he
Mr.
Dr. Freeze?
See, that's why I've been calling him.
I didn't spend 8 years in freezing medical school to be called Mister.
I'm pretty sure it's cryogenics. Is his degree cryogenics?
Whatever. Evil cryogenics school
There you go.
to be called Mister. Yeah, that's all I can think of now when I see him. Okay. Mr. Freeze has a coin slot in his uniform, so that he can insert diamonds to keep it powered, just like he would insert coins into an arcade machine.
Like a 20-cent pony ride outside the store. That's what that
I wouldn't
says.
pay 20 cents for this shit. Oh yeah, the ice in this film is just cling wrap. Mm-hmm. In Blu-ray, you can see it. It's just pieces of plastic cling wrap that are like stuck together to look like icicles. Not even filled with air. Not even held in place stickily. They just flap in the wind. Just nicely flap.
Didn't even notice that.
It's just nice bits. Literally, it's just cling wrap. It's not even quality. Lucky Alfred's in the early stages of this disease. That was timely, considering we already have a cure for it. Who is Alfred to give away Bruce Wayne's secrets?
Yeah, it's the second time now.
Yep.
Come on, Alfred, get your shit together.
Not just
that's
load
the
up this
third.
DVD and send it to my brother. But who is he to give them away? He
Third
needs
time.
to come and take care of my duties. No, he doesn't. You need to shut the fuck up, old man.
I'm pretty sure this is the third time, isn't it?
Vicky?
Won't
Yep.
discuss his ailments, but we'll discuss Batman's identity.
You know, I'm sorry, I can't talk about the hemorrhoids I have right now, but
Yeah, so he's told
But
Vicky.
Batman, I can tell you who he
Yeah.
He's
is.
told Dick.
Dick,
He's told
Barbara.
and he was going to tell his brother.
Who
Yep.
was
So
one
that's
of the
four.
females he was dating. The first one, I think
Vicky.
it was.
Yeah.
Vicky. The only one he didn't
Vicky
tell was
Vale.
Elle McPherson, obviously. It's because he's dying. He's losing his touch.
Yep.
Didn't have to roofie anybody in this film, though, I noticed. All right, Ivy's toxin. Ivy's toxin makes Commissioner Gordon shit himself. Did anyone else notice that?
Yep.
What?
He gets it and he's like, I'm quite high up in the police force. Just don't understand. I've got it again here. I've got it, and I'm not sure whether this part made me quit or whether, Terry, you might have to bring out which my rage quit was in a second, because I've only got two things left.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this one was the fact that, as I said, Barbara's got I don't know, a 1996 Apple Mac that is somehow so technologically advanced it can project the screen onto her face.
Mm-hmm.
We have Macs now that can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even a Bat Mac. But then again, once again, she was wearing glasses, so I can only assume that she hacked the computer with her glasses skills. And my final note is this. And I've already mentioned Ivy burnt down a fucking factory containing plants. She's sitting in her cell, the queen of plants, plucking fucking petals off a flower. Let that sink in. That's akin to Batman being like, I don't kill or use guns, then going up to Two-Face and slowly and methodically blowing each limb off with a shotgun.
She was eating one as well, if you remember. She picks them off, loves me not, and puts one in her mouth and starts to chew.
That's my notes. Flacken. I've had a stroke.
You actually had one more.
Had another rage quit?
No, this was more of a meltdown, actually. Because your words were, I can't, I just can't. And you walked off.
Can't even.
No, it didn't get quite to teenage girl. I was a teenage girl 10 minutes in. It was after Freezes successfully got this $16 billion diamond. The thing is bigger than his
the
head.
one that kept growing.
It kept going. Like, literally, it was like size of your palm, quite respectable. Then it's in Freeze's hand. So, like, the only way this thing
It's a fucking punch bowl.
Yeah, it's a punch bowl. So the only way I can actually logically have that thing grow, it being already a still object that can't grow, is that people's hands are getting smaller as it's going through. We are then brought to Freeze's snow cone castle.
Oh, yes! That's right! I remember
where
now.
the camera pans in.
Fuck this movie!
And we have Freeze's men there singing. Was it Mr. Frosty? I'm Christmas.
I'm Mr. White Christmas. I'm Mr. Snow. I hate this fucking movie. I want to make it go.
We have Dr. Freeze in polar bear slippers. Who cares?
He didn't spend 17 years at cryogenic school to be called Mr.
Dr. Freeze.
Dr. Freeze, show some respect, god damn it.
Well, Dr. Freeze is wearing his blue satin gym jams with a smoking jacket with polar bear slippers while smoking a light blue cigar which isn't smouldering.
But emits smoke.
But it emits smoke. So that was the point where Adam's brain first broke and said, I just can't. So, in conclusion to this film, if you're going to watch it, make sure you're an employee of the US government working at Quantico.
If you're going to watch it, only do it if you're going in to get a lobotomy because it will save you the money.
Yeah, basically.
This film. Okay, I'm going to let you in a little, just a little bit of a secret of the past 24 hours.
Just to stop you there, I'll be right back.
No worries. I'm going to let you in, fans, and Braden, when he listens back to this in the podcast, on a little nugget of information on my last 24 hours. Just to put in perspective how painful the last 24 hours have been for me. Now, in the early morning hours of last night, I woke up and my cat wasn't in the room where my girlfriend and I and our dog sleep. And I know my cat, and if I don't bring her in, at some point in the night, she'll wake up and be a retard who apparently can't see in the dark, and be all like, hey, is anybody out there? Where's everybody at? Yo, somebody gonna like open the door and let me out, feed me or something? You're just gonna leave me here? You're just gonna leave me here and progressively get louder and louder. So I went to find her and bring her into our room. Now I brought her into our room, put her on the bed, and my girlfriend wakes up and gives her a pat as the president likes to do. And she's like, oh, it's good to see you, Smushy. Here's a pat. And I'm getting comfortably back into bed. And that's the point where the president decided to lie back down and full force with her elbow cocked me in the face and pretty much broke my nose. I have a nice black eye going today and quite a sore face. Now, I say that to tell you this. That was painful. That's kept me up most of the night. It's made wearing glasses uncomfortable, which is kind of a problem since I need to wear them to actually see. And
back.
That's all right. Welcome back.
I just shit out of my urinary tract.
You too, huh? You too.
And yet, that still wasn't the most painful thing that's happened to me in the last 24 hours. Watching this movie actually was. Watching this movie caused me more pain.
Yeah, for me, it's last 48 hours. I've had 2 hours sleep. I was excited about the review of Flash versus Arrow, so I did about 3 or 4 ep runs through to make sure it was solid. If only this movie was as solid as I don't know, a toddler's first shit maybe, and I would have enjoyed it a bit more. I cannot describe.
Just to clarify there, it's not solid.
Exactly.
I just want to look.
I think you're with me, Brad.
I just cannot understand. I mean, look, we talked about this after this finished airing. Terry, I looked over at Terry and went, and that's the reason why we didn't get a Batman film for 8 years.
Yeah. And it's also the reason we can't have nice things.
This is how we get ants. But I don't understand how a film with that big of a budget and all of that, I don't get that script. I don't understand what it was trying to be. I just don't. I don't understand that movie. And like I said, I thought I'd laugh at it, or it'd be a farce. We'd be able to find some. We were getting into this being all like, oh, we get there, we're going to laugh at how ridiculous it is. It's not even that. It's not even badly funny.
It's your first sexual experience. It's awkward as fuck.
Yeah. And like 66 Batman, I think is hilarious because it's bad funny. It's that kind of funny where you're like, this is terrible but funny.
Yep.
This is not funny. It's just terrible. It's just terrible.
All kinds of
And what the fuck? I'm sorry. I don't care how big a star you are, how big your fucking ego is. You selfish prick. When you are the villain, you do not get credited before Batman in a Batman film. What a fucking egotistical prick.
I have no idea how the hell what was going on there.
Money.
But at the same time,
I will do it if my name is put first.
Did you notice we had the Superman intro again as well?
I discussed that.
Yeah. Oh, you did?
I discussed
Was
that,
that while I was taking shit through my urinary tract?
That was whilst you were pissing out your shit.
Yeah, fantastic. It's...
I think taking a shit through your urinary tract describes this film.
Yeah.
In fact, that might be how they wrote it.
I know what I prefer.
Piss shit. Pissing out your dick?
Yeah.
Or shitting out your dick, I mean? Pissing out your I actually prefer pissing out my dick than pissing out anywhere else, I must say.
This is interesting. I'm trying to search for Batman and Robin.
And is your iPad just like, nope? No, computer says no.
Yeah, don't do it. You'll break your phone.
No, it's all right. It's
take a lesson from the PlayStation 3.
Yep.
It's not my iPad. That's fine.
Are you trying to bring up the IMDb trivia?
I am. I'm trying to bring out the trivia. I want to find the budget because that's a very good point you bring up.
Just give me a second.
The
budget was 140 million and it made 238.
You know what's interesting?
So it made money and they still didn't make another one. Does that tell you how bad it was?
Was that purely from the movie itself, or was that from toys and merchandise?
No, that's just the box office for the film. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the toys probably... Oh, no, it's Batman. The Batman toys sell no matter what.
That's actually listed as an action film. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, a bowel action film.
This needs a genre of its own.
Yeah, it's... No, wait a minute. I've got... The box office results I have here.
Yep.
The budget, 125 million estimated.
Yep.
Opening weekend, 42,872,000, blah, blah, blah. Grossed, I'm guessing this is after the opening weekend?
Yeah, that's all.
$107 million.
That might just be US, though. I'm looking at international.
Yeah, this is US, so it didn't make money in the US. That's why we didn't get another one.
That's why we didn't get another one. Good. Mm. Good, because Joel Schumacher was going to do a follow-up, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, God, no.
So, there you go. But yeah, the reason that Arnold Schwarzenegger is credited first is because...
Money.
Yeah, because it was in his contract to be credited first. I mean, just as I say, that's egotistical as hell. That's...
Yep.
There's, this film, just to put it in perspective for you people at home of what we've put ourselves through, please don't watch this. Just don't. No. I know you might think like, oh, it can't be that bad. Just don't watch it. And that's coming from me, a filmmaker who endorses watching movies even if they're trash. Don't watch this. It's got a 3.8 on IMDb. A 3.8. Let that sink in. The Dark Knight, Batman Begins, and possibly even The Dark Knight Rises are all in the top 250. This thing got a 3.8.
See, there's another beef I've got with the rocket scene. Dr. Freeze says that at 30,000 feet, your heart will freeze and stop beating. Now, that's not possible when you're in a pressurized container. But if that was true, you'll watch the altimeter as Batman is being lasered out of his frozen cuffs. The altimeter goes past 35,000 feet and they seem fine. So fine they can just, sky surf out with no parachutes.
Yeah, and Robin's fine, even though Batman makes sense because he's got a cowl that might protect most of his head. Robin doesn't. I've got something sad, but not really surprising. This is part of my my drugs are bad, okay, campaign. The Jeep Swanson, who is the actor, professional wrestler who played Bane, died 2 months after this film's release.
Suicide?
No, heart failure brought on by basically enlarged heart from steroids, which isn't a surprise when you look at him in this film. That wasn't padding, that was this man.
That's ridiculous.
So, yeah, heart failure. So, steroids are bad, okay? But yeah, this was voted as... Oh, my God. Okay, more. This is an accolade for it. Voted number 1, February 2010, so recently. Voted number 1 in Empire Movie Magazine's 50 Worst Movies Ever.
Wow.
Number
Whereabouts on
1.
that list was it?
What's that?
Whereabouts on
Number
that
1.
list was it?
It was number 1.
Wow.
Before George Clooney was cast, David Duchovny was the other choice considered for the role of Batman after Val Kilmer refused to return.
Good on you,
He
Val.
probably read the fucking script.
What script?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the one that they gave to Arnie, and he was like, "I don't have a script, please. Winter is coming. I'm made of ice. I'm blue."
Here you go. Would we like to hear some revealing mistakes? Some prop mistakes? Would we like those?
Sure.
Yep.
When Mr. Freeze ices a police car, you later see the car door open and the icicles on the door sway back and forth as if made of rubber. During the standoff between Ivy and Batgirl, Robin emerges briefly from the pool of water before being pulled back in. This footage was obviously not filmed at the time but added later on. It's actually footage of Robin getting out of the pool once the fight is over, which has been played, then reversed to make it seem like full movement. Barbara turns to react to Bruce's line, Oxbridge Academy, Alfred's alma mater. A split second before Bruce actually says the line. Time next is 30 minutes and 38 seconds.
Before you go on, I noticed one that I forgot to bring up in my notes, but a revealing mistake. Okay, now the costumes change colour a few times in this, which kind of like.
Oh, is this the one at the end?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, through most of it, Robin wears a variation of the Nightwing costume with a red insignia instead of a blue one. He then changes at the end, as they all do, into their nice black and silver freeze outfits.
Yes.
He then, when they're all standing around the bedside of Alfred, Batman's in his normal clothes, a little bit of the black shit around his eyes. Batgirl's
nice.
Normal clothes, a little bit of black shit around his eyes. Robin, no mask, a little bit of black shit around his eyes. He's taken the time, though, to change into the red costume.
You mean the Nightwing costume?
Well, he was wearing the same one. He just had a silver or red. But he's literally come home and gone, well, this silver one's a bit blasé to wear. I'll put on my red one. And then they've left Kate, they're just all hanging out in the lounge room. There's capes and costumes and shit, just in the lounge room away manner. Bruce just does not give a fuck in this movie.
Yeah, the other
doesn't
thing...
change his voice, doesn't do anything.
Say again, Brad?
What do you have a Batcave?
What does it matter? If you go into the Batcave and you're not supposed to be there, all that happens is all the lights turn on a computer. Max Headroom of fucking Alfred turns up and he's like, "You intruder alert, tell me who you are." And then you're like, "I'm your niece." And he's like, "I made you into a Batgirl suit and gave you a simulator that in 15 seconds will make you the ultimate Batgirl."
This is the other issue as well that I have, prop-wise and thought-wise. The video that Bruce shows Freeze of Ivy chatting away. If you look at it, it's way too still and way too perfect. If you're hanging upside down from a vine, cutting your way out with a bat blade or bat saw,
a bat rotating blade.
Yeah, it's a reciprocating saw. There was no way in hell the image quality would be that good. It'd be like something along the lines of...
Yeah, but how do you know he didn't hijack a signal from a security camera? He's Batman.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe
and
he
you
had
know
the
what?
OMAC project.
I just don't want to talk
everything.
about this movie anymore.
Well,
I'm done. One second.
Braden, have you got any last thoughts on it?
There was one part that also was probably a minor thing that really annoyed me was the CGI when they were having the motorbike race and they were hanging off the edge of the bridge and Dick was holding Barbara and he's like, "This is where you
Caught
hang
it by
out."
his foot.
And you see her
This
face
is where you
and then
hang out.
It just looked terrible, like the background from when you see her down in the city and whatnot. It's just
Did you notice
looked
they
like those really old movies where you
reprojection sort of stuff?
yeah.
Well, the other thing I noticed as well, they tried to do something very clever, and it looked dumb. Now, the thing they tried to do that was very clever was whenever they come back from riding bikes, they put dirt across kind of below their mouth, below their nose where their mouth area and jaw area is. Like as though if you're riding on a bike with an open-faced mouth, you would pick up dirt and shit there, right?
Yep.
That's great until you consider that both Robin and Batgirl, in both their in their normal disguises, not in their bat disguises, wear complete full-face head masks. So how are they actually getting dirt on their face?
I don't know.
This film is just filled with.
Actually, my favourite part of the entire movie, this is my absolute favourite part of the movie, it was a bit of dialogue between Batman and Robin. They were talking about Ivy, and I think Robin goes, "Oh, I'm over her anyway," and Batman's like, "Yeah, me too." And then one of them's like, "Nice stems though." "Yeah, nice buds." "Yeah, those are nice."
Yeah, this.
Like
I said, this is what I find it so funny because I've heard a story coming off the set, right? And yeah, I've called this already. This is a misogynistic as fuck film.
Yeah.
Here's a funny story about, because that to me makes me think Joel Schumacher is a dick to women, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's not, because funnily enough, they actually had to delay shooting of a couple of scenes and cut a couple of scenes. Batgirl was meant to be in a bit more in her suit, but she couldn't be because Alicia Silverstone had actually put on a little bit of weight and couldn't fit the fact those things are so, like, sculpted.
Yeah.
Now, the press actually started giving her shit about gaining weight. Focus on that for a minute about the time we live in back then where she put on, I'm talking like
3 pounds.
2 kilos, maybe. So they're like getting fat and chunky. He actually came out and defended her and said, "What is this? You're all just throwing shit at her. What is this girl's sin apart from to eat a bit of pizza?"
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, you know what? You actually earned the sliverest of respect from me because of that. You're still a shitty filmmaker,
He gets
but as a human.
one human point.
Yeah. It's like Tom Cruise. I'm like, as a human, you seem okay. And everything else, you're a toolbox. But as a human, you seem okay.
Can we just leave Schumacher? Because we're actually... From where I'm sitting, ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking at the timer, and every time we come across a crappy Batman film that runs into 2 hours, we actually go to 2 hours. And thus far, we have wasted 48 more minutes of our lives discussing this film.
I was going to say, you also look at that timer and you have to take into account intro times and this week on TV and all that sort of stuff.
At the same time, doesn't excuse the fact we're spending 48 minutes of our lives we will never get back discussing Joel Schumacher's Neon Paradise.
Perhaps not, but that is why we did this podcast in the first case, and we have to take the good with the bad. But I have good news, guys.
Well, this calls for a celebration. I will.
That's right, we're done.
We're done.
No more shit. No more shit. We are now moving on. We move on to the Nolan trilogy. Well, I say no more shit.
There's a bit
less shit.
It's a little, just a little bit.
It's not quite as stinky.
Yeah, it's you know it. Yeah, no, I'm not going to defend it. I can't.
But yeah, but that's okay. We'll get into those when we get there. So that's coming up. The next one will obviously be Batman Begins. But now let's get into the fan question for the week.
Yes.
All right, we've had some time to think about it.
I don't remember
I'll ask
the
you it
question.
again. I'll ask you it again. Don't worry. Mr. CrossFit asked us the question: do we think there should be a moratorium on the number of characters you can play from the comic book universe, since some of them are getting up to 3 or 4 personalities?
Yep, absolutely.
How many should it be now? Should you be allowed to play one Marvel, one DC?
Yeah.
Multiple? Should you be allowed to play more than one character within the universe? Should it be if you had a... Let's take, for instance... like I said, I watched Guardians of the Galaxies yesterday, right?
Okay, yep.
There's the black guy who is Ronan's security guy.
I haven't seen it yet.
Right. There's a black guy who plays Ronan's security guy. Just anyway... Let's say, for instance, he's got a very minor part and he doesn't look human because he's partially robotic. Let's say they then go, okay, we've cast that guy as Black Panther.
That would not bother me at all.
No, that wouldn't bother me. He's
if
not
you
a huge character. If we're talking about main characters, then yeah, we should put a...
Like, is Ben Affleck allowed to play another comic book character from here?
Well, I would say... You mean after Batman?
Yeah.
Batman,
Batman is now done. Is he allowed to?
No.
Yeah, I'll recuse him from... what is the one that I keep fucking up?
Daredevil.
Yeah, that one.
Daredevil, yeah. So
I'll recuse him.
I'm so tempted to make you watch the director's cut of Daredevil, because the director's cut is good.
I enjoyed Daredevil, right? My main concern, and this comes back to my thing with Ben Affleck, I like him as an actor.
Bad Affleck, show some respect.
Batfleck. I'm more worried for him than saying he won't be a good Batman.
Okay.
Because of Daredevil, got such shitty reviews. I enjoyed the film.
Daredevil got shit reviews because of the script, not because of him. Like.
Yeah, but I actually enjoyed the film.
Yep.
Right. Now, if I was to see, this is what happens when I don't get sleep. If I was to excuse Daredevil, I'd have no problem saying, yeah, do another comic, but make sure it's from Marvel, not DC.
Okay.
So for me, it's one of each.
Okay, now I'll ask you, there's two follow-up parts to that then.
No.
Now, is Henry Cavill, he's played Superman, so he's played an iconic character. Is he now allowed to play something else? And the second part, take somebody like Daredevil, who they're about to reboot with this Netflix TV series, so a new actor playing it. Once a character is recast, does that free you up then to play a different character, or are you limited? No, you've played your two, back of the line,
Yeah. Yep, for me. Yeah, absolutely.
So once you've played your two, there's no reset button, you're done.
No, give it...
I guess it just depends on what they are as well, like how well known are they? If they're within the same universe, then God no.
Yeah, like, because you don't want... you don't want...
I mean, if you look at, say, Chris Evans now, no one looks at him as the Human Torch. Yeah. He's Captain America.
Yeah,
very much so.
So, I guess it's probably not that big of a deal. Like, some of the, I guess, the real fan people would pick up on it and be irritated by it, but you can see past it. But in saying that, how many fucking actors are out there?
Also depends how solid their performance is. Like, I could not see someone like Hugh Jackman going out and doing another comic book character.
Mm-hmm.
He's very much Wolverine.
Well, what about Henry Cavill?
See, this is
maybe after all these DC films come out. No,
he'd have to.
At the moment, yeah.
No, because he did play Perseus in Immortals, which is a Frank Miller comic. Is it Perseus?
But that doesn't. I'm talking like Marvel DC universe, not just.
Okay, because
I'm not counting Sin City.
Well, for me, Frank Miller actually is a bit, because he is involved in comic books.
Yeah,
so
I guess I'm merely looking at it from the standpoint of.
We're talking about DC Marvel universe.
Yeah, like the big universe.
Go to a Marvel, but do a minor Marvel role, but a strong minor role, strong supporting role.
All right. Well, here's the other part. Then I can spin off from that. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, has been cast as Black Adam.
Yes.
Who is obviously the villain. I want to say villain in inverted columns because
anti-hero.
But yeah, there we go. Anti-hero of Shazam.
Yep.
Now,
Captain Marvel. Yeah.
Let's say he's not Captain Marvel anymore. He's now Shazam.
Right. Oh, they're just calling him. Oh God.
Because of the Captain Marvel.
Oh,
yeah. That they needed Captain, and I'll get into that in a minute.
Yeah.
Because I actually worked out something to do with that this week. Anyway. Now, as I was saying, what if somebody like The Rock plays Black Adam, where obviously he's going to look like The Rock. Now, I've always been of the belief that The Rock is the perfect man to play Lobo, because Lobo's charismatic, massive and insane, but in order to play Lobo, you'd be under a shit ton of makeup.
See, that'd be cool. That would actually work.
Is that, like, that's what I'm asking. In a situation like that, do you excuse it of them, the fact they're both DC characters?
No, for me, I mean, it's... If you portray a character well, you will always be associated with that character. Like, for example, I'm a Fast and Furious fan, so I always relate The Rock to Hobbs.
Yeah.
Because he plays that character so well. Same with even The Rock in Be Cool.
Yep.
He was phenomenal in that, so I associate him with that character. So if you do a really good job at that character, you will always be seen as that character.
Yeah, I guess it really does depend on the character you're playing and how big the movie's going. Like, you look at Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man.
Yeah.
He can't be in another Marvel or DC movie. He's Iron Man. Like, just, no.
Yeah.
It's just how that is now. He's made his bed. He's got to lay in his bed with millions of dollars.
Yeah, billions at this point.
Yeah. Sorry,
especially
Rob.
when the next Avengers ones start.
Right.
Yeah. His contract's anything like his last one. Look at my money.
Yeah.
All right, now just moving on to, like I mentioned, Captain Marvel. Mm-hmm. Now, I did a little bit of research this week because, as I said, I watched Guardians of the Galaxy and decided to really kind of, I guess, look into where I think these movies are going and what makes logical progression sense.
Okay.
Now, one of the big things I took away from it, it didn't click with me watching the movie. I think because I went into the cinema to watch it, I got so fanboyish that I was just so captivated with what I was watching, I perhaps didn't absorb the same amount.
Yep. Didn't tampon.
Now the Ronan the Accuser is a Kree. And the Nova Prime world he's trying to blow up isn't Krull, but it's part of a Krull system, which means that we have a part of the Marvel comics called the Kree Skrull War. Captain Marvel is actually a Kree general.
Okay.
He goes on, and the reason that film becomes important to all this is because they've said that the storyline that they're doing for Peter Quill is not the same as in the comics. His father isn't the same god that he is in the comics.
Okay.
Now, but however, it all ties into the Kree-Skrull war, and ultimately in that set of comics what happens is Peter's dad is this god, this vengeful god who wants his son by his side and tries to kill the Guardians to basically get what he wants. And Captain Marvel turns up and is basically the saving grace that saves the day. That's where they're going with it, and I wouldn't actually be surprised if they do a slight different shift where Captain Marvel is Peter Quill's father. And then you, instead of needing to worry about that shit, because you've already got Thanos.
Yeah.
Thanos is already there. He's the big bad. He's all you need.
Yeah.
You have this great storyline of, well, I'm your dad, and you're part of this bigger war and all of this, and you get a nice big way to tie it all in neatly back together to Ronan and all that, particularly since Ronan was such a big part of that comic book and now he's dead. You've then got to find a way, I guess, to fill in his missing place by dropping other things in. And can I just bring up, I really, really, really get annoyed by the fact that in movies they always kill the bad guy.
Yeah. That's probably actually...
Especially in comic books.
That's why...
Except for Loki.
Yeah, Loki. No, you can't kill Loki. He's got too many fangirls.
Well, also Loki's a god, so you can't. The Loki's just dead, not dead because you can't kill him.
So that's probably why I'm enjoying DC TV so much, is because the bad guys don't always get killed.
Yeah,
they actually serve time or whatever. Like in Goethe's case, he had a chance to earn his freedom but died.
What did he?
Yeah, you know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
Like you.
I know what you're trying to say.
I like how they actually sort of give him a possibility.
But
of
that's more
later.
that to me, but that's better.
Yeah, no, that's
what I'm trying to say. That's better. If you didn't like, if Ronan had been, like, I get it. Like, especially think about the storyline there of, like, basically he fucked over Thanos, and Thanos didn't get to do jack shit. He just was like, meh, and that's it. Whereas
in his chair.
Yeah. Whereas if he'd lived, just imagine that if it was like, we could kill you, but instead we're going to imprison you and we're going to send you to Thanos. Like, you're our like, we literally care about you that little and you're that much of a problem to the world. You're Thanos's. That's much more... I know that you're still sending him off to his death, but that to me is a much nicer way, because you could come back there and Thanos could have him in chains, being punished for all eternity or something. That's epic. Just instead, it's just like, what are you? We're the Guardians of the Galaxy, bitch. And then we kill him. It's like, you can still have all that. You just don't have to kill him.
Yeah.
It's just, it's so fucking American that it's like, we have to kill the bad guy. We have to kill him.
Yep.
If you let him live, terror will come back. We have to kill him. And I just can't take it. I just cannot take it. But yeah, sorry, that was my final rant on that one. But now, going forward...
Yes.
It's Batman Begins. We get to talk about some good stuff next week. Well, I say later this week. Special bonus episode later this week. Our next episode 9, we'll be looking at the finale for both The Flash and Arrow.
This is where I cry.
And
cool.
then we'll be starting with Batman Begins.
Yes.
The Nolan trilogy. The big trill.
It's going to be exciting, isn't it? Because we're going to have... What's the TV break that we get? Is it 6 weeks?
I'm not sure they all come back the same time or if one comes back.
I think
Gotham comes back early.
Gotham will come back first because they went on their break first.
Doesn't necessarily mean anything though.
Oh, I hope so because I miss Gotham.
But I think at most they normally come back sometime between the 16th sort of area of January and the first week of February.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're looking at about 4 to 6 weeks, I reckon.
Okay. Cool. So our next episode is going to be kind of chunky.
Our next episode will be big. I mean, the next few will be big because Christopher Nolan, as much as I joke around and say that Joel Schumacher can't make a film under 2 hours, Chris Nolan can't make a film under 2.5.
Yeah, I mean that's.
But these are better films, so at least that 2.5
it's
isn't
quality.
just. I'm not sitting there wanting to pour my eyes out. It's, at least it feels better watching them, and I'm hoping that means perhaps more people listen to these because it's films they're more familiar with. Since we have been reviewing the older ones that. Most people aren't familiar.
As in, you'd have to be a
people
diehard.
have fond memories of and we just shit on.
Yeah,
yeah. Like we've lost like 20 likes because there's some hardcore Batman and Robin films out there. It's like,
if there's fans of Batman and Robin out there,
let us know.
Feel free to unlike us. I don't.
Yeah.
No. I want feedback on that.
No. But I'm saying if they're unliking us because we're bitching on about Batman and Robin, I don't want them on my page.
No.
Just run along.
We go back there tomorrow.
Remember, it's like back in the day when you were like, you can only have so many men to go with me. That's how bad this film was. I didn't even have a man. Let that sink in. This is the first film where I haven't had a man.
Wow. That's okay. It's okay. It'll be fine.
Is that not... That's crinkled my brain to think about that.
That's actually kind of sad.
Isn't it?
Just think about Dan Hedaya. It's fine.
But, you know, I'm just going back to that. It's like that day that you were like, you can only have so many men, and I had to choose my man. And like I said, well, these guys have to go. You're not my man.
Yeah.
Those fans that, if they're like Batman and Robin is the best film, you're not my man. And you will never be my man. I don't see no ring on this finger for a reason. You like Batman and Robin.
Dear Lord.
And
Send help.
I think on that note, that brings us to the end for another week, right? Anybody got anything else they want to add about this shit fest of a film?
I'm glad to put it... Yeah, until we have to rehatch it in like 2.5 years' time.
No.
When we start all over again.
Yeah.
Let's see if they were really that bad. Flash forward. Why? It was even worse in 4K!
You know what we'll do? We'll just edit this section out and then just attach it onto whatever TV thing we do. It'll be the same.
But yeah, don't watch
It'll be
this
the
movie.
same. Just don't bother.
Just don't.
You know, it's just don't.
But do like us on Facebook and get in contact with us on Twitter and send us emails and download and subscribe on iTunes. We're currently trying to get put up on Stitcher. And then from there, if there's anywhere else you would like, if you can't download us on iTunes, you can't get us on Stitcher, you can't listen to us on SoundCloud or through the link that I send you, you tell me on the Facebook page where I can get it to you. And if it means I have to somehow send fucking USBs out to people, I'll find a way. God damn it, I'll send a man on a camel if I have to. You tell me what it'll take and we'll get you listening to these episodes. Enjoy them, damn it. Although I don't know how I'm going to get you to listen to how I can make it easier if you're not already listening to it. But that doesn't matter right now.
I think I've got to pull my finger out a bit and get them back up on YouTube.
Well, that's all right. We're doing okay.
We're doing all right, mate.
So, yeah. So, join us next week for actual fun and frivolity and probably less ranting and more gushing.
Christian Bale, so hot. Contact, so hot. That's about it.
Where are the ducks going? So much quotes coming next week.
There's way
much quotes.
Much quotes. Such buff.
Yeah.
Much happy.
Such growl.
Wow.
So, yeah. Well, on that note, on behalf of myself, Red Thunder, Adam Gerard, the Honey Badger, Terry O'Neill, and the yet-to-be-named hero vigilante Arrow Hood wearing shit, you should change your name because he's apparently kind of a douche according to The Flash, Braden Hearn.
What the fuck was that?
On that note, we'll see you all next time.
See you guys.
Tonight's forecast. A freeze is coming. Let's kick some ice. A freeze is coming. Freeze! Freeze! Batman. Allow me to break the ice. You are not sending me to the cooler. Freeze, Batman. Freeze where? Can you be cold, Batman? Batman? Cool party. Freeze. Freeze. Batman. Allow me to break the ice. You're not sending me to the cooler. Freeze, Batman. Freeze where? Can you be cold, Batman? Batman? Cool party. Cool party. Chill. Please. It's a cold town. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Freeze, Batman. Freeze well. Can you be cold, Batman? Batman. Freeze, Batman. Freeze well. Can you be cold, Batman? Batman. Cool party.
This has been a Cabana production.